What's up, Raider Nation? Well, the pick is in. We got Mendoza, and now we're looking to see who else we're going to add to the dark side. Let's go.
Monday Night Madness is where your voice takes the mic. This platform is for the dysfunctionally passionate Raider fan to provide their overreactive analysis, provide their emotional persuasiveness, and a chance to be grossly opinionated. When you take the mic, your hot take doesn't necessarily reflect the beliefs of all of Raider Nation or of this show. There might be cussing, arguing, and fans appearing on camera that aren't camera ready. Everyone is welcome to take the mic and join the madness.
If there's anything we've ever done that I'm particularly proud of, I would have to say that the perpetuation of the greatness of the Raiders, to take a professional football team and give it a distinct characteristic that's different from all others.
I think this journey is the most special because there's not a lot of people that have the opportunity playing in high school and college and then pro and then being injured and then starting coaching as a young coach.
Can portray me any way they want because I don't give a damn. I am what I am, and until those people touch me close enough, they'll never know what I am. If they want to see me in this interview or in a newspaper article and say, what's the matter with this guy? Let them say it. But don't you analyze me and don't you tell me what I am until you get close enough to understand what I am. Then you can make an analysis of me. But don't you dare do it until that.
Clicked in my mind that if you just run through somebody's face, a lot of people ain't gonna be able to take that over and 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 over. Run through a motherfucker face.
The mental side of the game is taking me to the next level, and it's true confidence. It's feeding your brain elite of elite. And that's, I always talk about 1% and more is required. And I always say these things, but it's what I live. I see it everywhere I go because you have to constantly train your mind for greatness.
What is up? I'm excited. Let me get Arthur up in the building. I know he's excited.
Oh, yeah.
Man, day two. After day one, I mean, we've been on the clock for a long time.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
And I was saying last night how good it feels to just, hey, we see what they're doing, and now for it to manifest was great.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, we all knew it was going to be Mendoza, but like we've talked about, until that pick was actually in and the commissioner announced it, everyone kind of held their breath a little bit, I think. So, it feels good. He's in Vegas today. He had his press conference about an hour ago. I really like what I heard from him. He's doing exactly what Kubiak told him to do. You can tell that he came in, he's humble, he's ready to work, he's ready to learn. And I just, like I said, I was super impressed with just what I heard. So, yeah, I thought it was a good press conference. Those of you who didn't see it, I wish that Kubiak could smile a little bit more during those pressers. I mean, he just sits there like completely stone-faced and just like all business, which is great. I want my coach to be about that business, but it wouldn't hurt him to maybe show a little bit of emotions and be happy that, we just got a franchise quarterback sitting next to him. So, Fernando's in Vegas. He's ready to go. He's ready to work. Sounds like a bunch of players have already reached out to him. He said that Max reached out to him, Tyler Linderbaum, Colton Miller, Brock Bowers. I guess several players have reached out, and of course, Fernando. He's ready to meet up with a bunch more of the players. Kirk Cousins also reached out to him, I heard. So yeah, it's an exciting time to be a Raider fan. It feels like that we're doing the things that we see these other successful organizations doing. So
you know what I mean. And like, for me, they're doing what they say they're going to do.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I'm loving. You know what I mean? I used to always hear Raider fans say, trust the process. Right. What's the process?
Exactly.
Well, I don't even understand the process. I think we're understanding this process.
Yes, absolutely.
Like
I said, it's what we've seen other successful organizations do And we wish that we would do it that way, but now we're finally doing it that way, and it's awesome.
Yep.
So very exciting, very exciting.
Definitely. So hot takes for tonight, of course, highlights from day one. Of course, as Arthur already started talking a little bit about Mendoza's press conference. And then, hey, will there be any trades?
Yeah.
And who dropped? Yep. I mean, that to me is, yeah. I don't want to get too far ahead, but that we were talking about it a little bit last night on who could drop, having a, truly excited. But I'll just go back to last night, just day one. So happy that we drafted Mendoza. We knew we were going to do it, but of course, there's all kind of rumors. There's this, that. There's also other rumors of trades and things that could have happened on day one. And I was saying, one thing at the end of round one that we can kind of hang our hats on is that any of those rumors about Max Crosby being traded, if we weren't getting the first round pick, that ain't happening. Yeah, exactly. I wasn't even trying to engage in any more of those rumors, but it was just one thing I think, okay, lay your hat on that at least, hey, for this season, he's with us because the first round is done.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then we were texting. There's a few surprises, at least that I was shocked about that happened last night. We talked about Caleb Banks because, looking at nose tackles. So we talked a lot about these, some of the defensive tackles. And I remember early on, Caleb Banks was first round on every mock draft. He was being taken in the first round. Then all of a sudden, he re-injured that foot at the combine and boom, third round.
Right. Yeah.
He gone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He gone.
Early. Way earlier than I honestly thought that he'd go. I mean,
right?
18, that was a big surprise to me. We've been talking about it for weeks. Those big men and those foot injuries, you just never know. We went through it with Christian Wilkins, you know what I mean? Obviously, he needed another surgery. He didn't think he needed a surgery. Other things happened that we don't know about, we weren't privy to. But the fact is, with big guys and those foot injuries, you just never know. So I honestly expected him to be there at 36 for us. And if, like I said, if the Raiders did what I expected them to do and they did their due diligence on the medical side of things, it'd have been like, great, a first round talent in the second round. Let's go. So him being off the board, it's a little bit of a shock.
Yeah, I saw him at 67 on a lot of mock drafts. I mean, I've seen him literally in the third round on a lot of Raider fans' mock drafts that were posted, on social media. It was crazy. So yeah, I was completely shocked about that. And I had even had him on a mock draft at the third round because I thought that would be the only place the Raiders, especially like you were bringing up Christian Wilkinson, especially after what happened with him. I was thinking, you know what? We might have a little PTSD on defensive tackles with foot injuries. Where would we risk that? And you know what I mean? It would have them in the third round or lower. And I didn't think he would make it out of the third round. So I was very comfortable on a mock draft putting him there. But yeah, I did not see 18 coming. So that was a great surprise right there. And hey, I wish him luck. You know what I mean? He's going to the Vikings. Hopefully he does well. And that foot isn't as big of an issue as, it was made out to be. So,
yeah, no, absolutely. They said, hopefully they got a steal and, so, but yeah, definitely. That was definitely one of the shocks. Obviously, Ty Simpson going at 13.
Yeah.
That really shocked, only in the sense that I think the Rams could have got him later. I know they tried to trade back and there were no takers, but I just feel like that's a team that's ready to win right now. And there was Mekhi Lemon on the board. There were, some of those offensive tackles that were on the board that could help them. And I don't know. I mean, I guess that's why I'm not a football GM or anything, but I just think that drafting for the future when you're ready to win right now at 13, to take a guy at 13 is a little rich for me. That 13th overall pick, I mean, we got Brock Bowers at 13. So, that's a pick that has a lot of value and that could definitely really help that team out. Even Sadiq, the big tight end from Oregon. I mean, now imagine him with Devontae and Puka.
Man.
Whew. I mean, that would be weapons. I mean, this
Super
is
Bowl.
the team. Yeah, absolutely. They were within a touchdown of Seattle last year in the NFC Championship game. So you're that close to making it to the Super Bowl. Drafting for the future and taking a guy that may not, is obviously not going to play this year, and who knows how long Stafford's going to be around. He may not play next year. Just seems a little rich for me.
Yeah, like I was telling you a little earlier, I'm wondering if they had a conversation with Matthew Stafford and he was like, "Hey, if we win the Super Bowl this year, I'm retiring." And so they were like, "Well, we better draft his future replacement now, because we know next season, 2027's got they're loaded with quarterbacks." In comparison to this season, there's loaded, and it doesn't seem like there's going to be a drop off, until about 6 quarterbacks down or something like that. I could be wrong, but it just seems like it's going to be a lot of them that could be taken as first round picks.
Well, and let's face it, there's going to be quarterbacks that are going to jump into that first or even early second round that we're not even talking about right now. The ones that we're talking about right now are saying, the Manning kid, CJ Carr. Those are the, no one talked about
the kid from Oregon. Yeah.
Gambliss from Ole Miss.
Oh, right. That's what I'm saying. That's like, I think you just named 5 right there.
Right. Exactly. And no one was talking about Fernando Mendoza at this time last year. And all of a sudden he's a number 1 overall pick. So
boom.
It's going to be, there's always going to be a quarterback that can jump into that round also that, you gotta watch out for. So, we just named 5, there could be 7. So
yeah, dude. Let's get to the chats real quick. We got El Capitan. What's going on, brother? He says, "What's up, fellas, man? What's up? Join us, man. Join us. I know you got a lot to say." Shoot, who else we got here? Bruce Davis, salute to the nation. Salute, brother, man. Let's go. Uh-oh, Hobo Raider. Omar the Great. We'll see how well we'll see how great my mock draft is, all right? And who else we got? Hobo says Arthur the Unstoppable.
Right, I'll take it.
And we're gonna and you know what? I'm gonna come back to this because Arthur talked about something yesterday that right now could happen in the fall. We're gonna get to that because I wouldn't be mad if my man's is right. I would not be mad. Let's see here. So Bruce Davis says, so can Mendoza after year of Kirk Cousins can start or will be a few years? That's a good question. Yeah, I do. I think he's got a high floor.
Yeah, I think the way that the Cousins contract is set up and the work ethic that Mendoza is going to bring, I think if he doesn't start, actually get into some games and actually take over the starting role in 2026, he's definitely going to do it in 2027. If it doesn't happen, then we've had a catastrophic failure at some point because Kirk Cousins, that contract for 2027, it kicks in at $40 million. And I don't think that we're going to want to pay Kirk Cousins $40 million. We've talked about it in past shows. For me, he'd probably have to at least be playing on Valentine's Day next year, which is the Super Bowl, for us to keep him and maybe even win it. If we make the playoffs with Kirk Cousins, in my mind, I think Mendoza can take us to that next step in 2027 and keep us as a playoff team and beyond. So that's my opinion. I think Cousins would have to actually win a Super Bowl for us to keep him at $40 million a year. So I don't see any issue why Mendoza can't take over after a year.
Yeah, I would maybe argue if he lost in the AFC Championship game or something like that, but I'll go back to what I was saying yesterday. At training camp,
right?
If in training camp Mendoza and Kirk are equal, go with the rookie.
Right, absolutely.
If Cousins is not by far eye test, play test, all tests much better than Mendoza, then I think the tide should go to the rookie because that this year could be used for his development. I'm hoping though Kirk Cousins is Pro Bowl Kirk Cousins, and it is a nice measurable distance between his level of play and Mendoza's level of play. And I'm not trying to knock Mendoza. I still think Mendoza is going to be good. I'm just saying I hope Cousins is playing at that high of a level as he did the first time he worked with Kirk Cousins. So, you know what I mean? So for one, That's how I want to walk into the season. And then to your point, Kirk Cousins has to take us very, 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 very far to at least argue about that contract or get us so far and then maybe renegotiate that contract so that we can get some other players to say, hey, guess what?
Right.
And then he may have that conversation like, because if we win, I'm retiring. And we got Mendoza right there ready to go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, these are all scenarios I would love to be in. I would love for us to be in a situation like that. I would love I wouldn't be mad if Ty goes to the rookie and all of a sudden we're just starting the season with him, because that'll let us know that, wow, this kid beat out Kirk Cousins in training camp. You know what I mean? So good question. Love the question. We're going to be talking about that all the way through training camp. So that's definitely going to be one that, that we're going to keep our eye on a lot, and getting all the, news out of training camp once that starts. So, yeah. So let's see here. Hobo Raider says, I can't believe the Cards didn't take Ty Simpson. Well, I don't think they had a chance. And they probably didn't, want to, which is, this is something that I heard too, just speaking at round 1 about last night, that the Cardinals with the number 3 pick were trying to move down. They wanted to move down, no takers.
Yep. No takers.
We know, so it seems like the only guys that got action was the guys who wanted to move up, who initiated the move up. Because I definitely wish the Chiefs would have got fleeced a little bit harder when they moved up. And I think they did it unnecessarily. I think he would have been there. I think he would have been there at 9.
Right. Yeah.
So they gave up some picks, I think, for nothing. But yeah, it seemed like, because I think as you were talking about the Rams, I think they wanted to move down and didn't get any takers. So I think that's pretty much what happened. And I think the Cards probably thought, like the rest of us, I think the Cardinals probably also thought that Ty Simpson would be there towards the end of the first round. And then because Seattle, we knew were open for business. They wanted to trade down. So yeah, that was a shocker. Yeah, but I think people just took him where they thought they had to. They didn't have very much option. So yeah, good stuff, guys. Good stuff. But I just I'll just bring this up just for quick. Here's what we're looking at today for reference. Right now, we have the 36th pick. We do have the 49ers, the Cardinals, and the Bills ahead of us. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I want to tie this in to this best available, and I'm going to switch to that slide where we can start getting into the best available. However, I do think I'm very anxious to have this conversation, but I'm thinking maybe we need to, the press conference. We can go there and then just get right back into that real quick here. I'm just thinking to myself, Omar, let's finish out the press conference, because once we get there,
I think that's gonna be the topic.
Right, that's gonna be it. So, I didn't have a chance to watch a lot of the press conference, but from what I saw, and I'll just start off where you kind of left off talking about Kubiak. Kubiak, man, he is a serious guy.
Very serious, dude.
This guy, I heard him on the call when they called Mendoza, and he's like, there's going to be some tough times. Be ready to work. Stay humble. This dude. Yeah, he is kind of a I didn't know that about him. I did not know that about him, and I'm starting to pick that up, dude, that this guy might be pretty much that hard-nosed offensive mind that, I'm like, okay, because I had heard some comparison with Gruden, and I kind of shrugged it off a little bit. Gruden has a lot more personality, but he was very hard-nosed. He was Mr. X and O's. He'd get in your face. We seem to be having a more mild-mannered, hard-nosed guy. You know what I mean? Because from what I hear him saying, how he says it, what's your take on that?
Well, my thing, and I agree. I didn't know either, because you see interviews with his dad, and you've seen his dad over the years, and his dad is kind of that, laid back, real, loves football, good football mind. But, you can see the joy that he has in the game. And, Gary Kubiak's, he smiles. He's got a good personality. So I just kind of assumed that he was along the same lines of his dad. And, all of a sudden now I'm starting, like you said, I heard him on the call with Mendoza, and he was very, all business. It wasn't like, Spytek was like, hey, welcome to the Raiders, welcome to the dark side. Hey, we're happy to have you. Kubiak was like, hey, come ready to work. Like nothing's going to be given to you. Stay humble, like you said. I mean, it was just like, it wasn't like we had just taken a number 1 overall draft pick. And, that's somebody what you normally talk to, almost like a 5th or 6th, or, maybe a UDF type of guy. You expect that kind of conversation. And he was like with Fernando. And then just seeing him at the press conference, just being completely stone-faced, it was like, wow, like this guy, like you said, he's all business. There is no, there was just no smile. There was no nothing. It was just like, he's just about football. You could tell. So I didn't expect that, just kind of having seen interviews with his dad and seeing his dad, but it was shocking. But hey, if that's what it's going to take to win, and we talked about it yesterday, that's the type of guy that says no shields on the helmets, earn your shield. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
yeah, that's what I was going to say. We heard the earn your shield,
right.
And now we're hearing, prepare for hard times.
Right.
I mean, and I got that Run DMC song playing in the back of my head. Hard time is spreading. I'm like, man, if they're not bumping that out there at training camp, grinding it out. I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's a young guy, so I know he's, I'm going to assume that he's at the same time relatable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
So I like what he's putting down. I like his energy that he's putting out there, because it's all about that grind. It's going to be all about that work. It's all about hustle. So I'm loving it, man.
And nothing given. I like it.
Yeah. So, and I heard the part where Mendoza was talking about his Hispanic heritage. The respect he had for the number 15 was just awesome. You know what I mean? That was just great. You know what I mean? And it, spoke on Flores, and you know what I mean? And I'm like, I think the Raiders are ahead of you, bro. You got the number, because I saw it on sale. I got a text message, and the Raiders are like, yep, you earned it 15, baby. Let's go. They're selling jerseys. So I thought that's great. His attitude about it. And then how the Raiders are just like, because I was like, well, somebody, I was, we're all texting. I'm like, does somebody already have the number 15? And man, and I mean, literally the moment I pushed that question out, all of a sudden I get the text notification that I can go get my Mendoza jersey. It's ready to go. I was like, damn, they weren't messing around. They like, we are on the Doza train. So, hey, dude, I love it. Yeah, the way he carries himself, he's in, I think Kubiak said it best. He's intelligent. He can make all the throws. You know what I mean? You can go over the list of accolades that this guy is walking in with. And the one thing he also said is, and this is Mendoza now, he said, my best football is ahead of me. Boom. Thank you. Yeah. I'm good. That was, I heard what I needed to hear.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it should be fun, man. It should be fun watching him grow in the Raider Nation. So it's going to be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's get to the chats again real quick here. Bruce Davis, what do y'all think we do for second, third round? How many picks we have in second and third round? So we got pick number 36 in the second round and pick 67 in the third round. So, and that's a good point to segue here into best available and things like that, and talking about whether we'll trade, because will the best available, especially right now at 2, will that prompt us to trade down? Because there's some good picks out there. There is some jewels that fell out of the first round. And if you're Spytek, and we know he's trade down, didn't he trade down a couple of times last year?
Twice, yeah.
So we know it's in his wheelhouse to trade down and get more picks. But if you are looking at some first round talent staring at you, do you do it?
Once again, I think it goes back to position. We talked about it yesterday, and I mean, I'm ready to talk about it again today. That, and I never thought it would happen. I tell you right now, it was just kind of one of those fun topics to talk about before the draft started, and I wasn't sure, and it was just a name I wanted to throw out there. But here we are, day 2, and my guy who I want a true free safety, EMW, Emmanuel McNeil Warren, is on the board. He fell. If he's there at 36, or if even I'm here for, if the Raiders are like, that's our guy, there's no way that I never thought he'd be on the board. He's in the same camp that we're in, and we can jump up and, maybe go up to 34. I think if the Niners stay at 33, they're probably going to be looking at a receiver. I think the Bills are going to probably be wanting to look for receivers. I mean, it's going to probably be a little bit of a fight for a Denzel Boston. But I think if we could go up to like 34, it won't cost us a lot. I say we go up and snatch him. I listen.
You're meaning Warren, right? You're not talking about Boston.
Yeah.
You're talking about Warren. Okay. All right.
Warren,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I know we've talked about, nose tackle at 36 for the past couple of weeks on the Monday Night Madness show, but I don't think we ever even dreamed that EMW would be on the board. So the fact that, it never crossed my mind that this could be a possibility. So that's why I was always like, hey, Cade McDonald, we talk about Caleb Banks, that sort of thing. The Raiders need a true nose tackle. We really do. But to go and get someone like Warren that, you can bring down into the box, you can move him all over the field. He's not Caleb Downs, but you know what? He's not far off. So I would be absolutely ready to go up and snatch him. Don't wait around. Just go get him. And then we can address nose tackle later. For me, I would love for the Raiders to make 3 picks today. I would love to move up either in the second or the third round, but at least make 2. We have 2 picks today. I want to make at least 3.
Okay. I would not be mad if he, I hope we could, I would say this. Without moving up, I hope, that one of these guys fall to us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Without moving up here. In my mind, though, and I like the trenches. So I'm still like, okay, I still like my guy. I still like Caden. But I also like Lee Hunter.
Sure.
And
like him a lot.
I don't know if Lee Hunter will make it out of the second round either.
No, I have
no
chance.
So, because I think it's a drop off. I think after Lee Hunter, I think Miller is more of a 4-3 defensive tackle, even at the nose, though. But I think he's more of a 4-3 nose than he is a 3-4 nose.
Yes.
Unlike, and out of the 3, I think Lee Hunter is the most purest 3-4 nose tackle. I just think McDonald can do it. I think he can do it.
Agreed.
And that's just kind of my, like I say, I'm just going with how I think about building a team. However, I was listening to Daniel Jeremiah, and he went a total different direction. And I'll throw this at you, and I want to hear your thoughts on it, because he was saying, if the Raiders go 500 this season, wouldn't you like to know that your offense and quarterback situation is solid and that you only need to plug a few things on defense? Or do you want to build the defense, be at 500 with a question mark about your quarterback position? And I was like, damn, I didn't think about it that way. And it was a great point, because that was his point about saying, grab Boston. Boston. And now you got someone who can push. He didn't discount Besh and Thornton in the gang. He would just say, he would push the competition at wide receiver, and that group would be a lot better with a guy like Boston in there. And it just made me think. I was just like, wow, that's a great point. And then he was also saying other offensive positions to support that. You need a guard, grab a guard, and then start plugging away at defense, stuff like that. But make sure you walk away that your offense would be in the best shape that it could possibly be in, so that when you evaluate the 2026 season, you don't have a question about that quarterback position. And I just thought, hey, that's a really good point.
Yeah, no, and I agree. I don't know. It's just so tempting. So here's my thing though, and I know you said you don't want to move up to go and get anybody, that you want to stand pat at 36. the Cowboys moved up from the 12 spot to the 11 spot to grab Caleb Downs. It cost them that pick plus, I think, a couple.
Not
fifths.
a lot.
Yeah, a couple fifths.
Not a lot.
So
not
honestly, I mean, I think to move up to 34, it's going to cost us a 36th and maybe a fifth and a sixth.
I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah,
I would not be mad. I was just saying, hey, if I'm, if I got that list.
Right.
This list where I got Hood, I got Warren, I got McDonald. I mean, I got Boston. That is, to me, 4 starters.
Sure.
I could get one of these starters,
Yeah.
That's all I was looking at it from that perspective, that I don't need to give up anything to let one of these starters fall to me. You know what I mean? Unless, like I say, unless that drop off, if you're calculating the drop off, let's just say between that position,
right,
and saying, hey, the drop off between the next safety and for conversation's sake, and I'll put this to you, the next safety I believe under Warren is not AJ Halsey, it's the other guy. We were just talking about him. He's in between Halsey and them. People had him as a first round, and he dropped out of the first round as well. Right. Oh my God, and he's not on this list right here. Good Lord, he's further down this list, but. And so in your mind, you're saying, hey, this guy right here. And I think I know why you're saying it.
Yeah. I mean, once again, we don't have a true free safety that can cover. We don't have a rangy safety like him. We're in a division with, oh, there she is.
What's up?
How we doing?
I see in the wild.
Fellas.
I'm going
to. As you can see, I'm live from the Raiders headquarters out in Henderson for the NFL Draft Day 2. We've got all kinds of exciting things going on. As you see, there's a little Raiderette Spirit Tunnel as you enter, which is super cool. And then behind me, we've got a lot of the eating area and the bars back there. All kinds of activities and festivities and things like that. Let me take you on a little tour here. So, I bet everyone was excited about yesterday's pickup of Fernando Mendoza. Today we're excited to pick up another player as well. So we will see how that will be. And there's Fernando Mendoza is supposed to be here today. He's supposed to be here. Fans are already excited about seeing him. We've got Fernando Mendoza jerseys that are being worn throughout the fan base here. They've got a Raider image set up over here. That's the main stage. And of course, they've got some fun games and photo ops over here. So, should be fun. And what else you guys got? I can't really hear you. It's talking really loud in here, but it's all good. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a peek in if you're not able to actually be in Henderson today and check this out. It's always fun to be on the field, right? This is where the team actually plays, or practices, I should say. So it's always just fun to be out here. We've already seen all the typical super fans, if you will, for lack of better words. We got Violator out here, Gorilla, of course. All of the regulars. But I'm going to take it back to you guys. I'll try to tune in with you again here before I get out of here. And enjoy the show.
Awesome. All right. Great to have her. She'll jump back in when she can in a little while. Looks like they got it going on. Mother Moon has joined us. What's up, Mother Moon? How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I was so excited to have her come on live there for a second. I didn't even do the intro. If you didn't quite hear,
right? Hey, that's all. That's all good. Let her jump in.
At the headquarters, excited with everyone there to celebrate. And as if you couldn't hear, Fernando should be there in the house, and I think he probably will make that appearance.
Yeah.
He's going to meet all his new fans. But yeah, you guys were doing an excellent job. Sorry I'm a little late, but that's how it goes.
That's all right.
You were on a roll with your guys.
Yeah, we're just enjoying it, and we got a lot of stuff in the chats to catch up with because they're with it too, man. We got some Raider fans that's got. Let's see here, because Hobo Raider says he's mad about Chris Johnson from San Diego State. That was his pick at 36. Yeah, man. Hey, there's still a couple of good corners though, because wasn't Hood on our top 30 visit? He's available there.
Yeah.
And I know Jamad McCoy, he's there, and everybody had him going in the first round, even with that ACL injury. So that's something to consider. Let's see here. Who else we got here in the chat? Let's see. Soccer USA says, would you rather go 6-11 with Mendoza showing as a franchise QB flashes, or 9-8 with Cousins starting most of the year and Mendoza barely playing? That's a good question. I mean, Arthur, you want to take that one?
I would probably rather go 9-8 with Cousins and Mendoza sitting behind him and learning this year. At 9-8, I think most of the fan base would be pretty happy with that. I think that it'd put us a year ahead of my schedule if we went 9-8 versus, I think that we're probably, and I'm not going to really get into too much predictions yet. We'll do that in future shows, but I think that it definitely put us ahead of my schedule of where I think this team is going to be at. Obviously we're all excited about having Fernando here, but we got to be patient. So yeah, I would rather have a winning record with Cousins than a losing record with Mendoza, and then let him take over in 2027.
I tend to agree with that. Especially we can give the kid a little bit more time to sit. Kirk is doing pretty good. Yeah, you know what I mean? Let the kid sit, get as much time. I'm sure in all those practices, when they're putting in game plans, they're going to be watching Fernando as well. And at some point, especially once we see that we won't go to the playoffs, anything like that. Fernando would probably take over, and I would be good with that. So, Let's see here.
I think it's good for him to sit for a bit, watch and learn, and just enjoy the moment. I'm just so excited for him to get out there and learn. He just seems like a sponge, like we mentioned before. He's willing to learn. Of course, we don't want our guys getting hurt on preseason either. So hopefully he'll just kind of sit and learn. And I think he'll be okay with that. I think he'll be okay.
Definitely. So Alpha and Omega says, who do we get to improve our O-line now with the top guys already drafted? Let's just say, so we got DJ Glaze, right tackle. Let's just make that assumption. We also have Caleb Rogers, who's a guard. We drafted him, and we got Charles Grant, who can be a swing tackle. And then, of course, JPJ, right guard. And then Linderbaum center, and then we got our guy who's going to be holding up left tackle. I know we brought in a guard in free agency out from San Francisco. Can't think of his name right now. I still think we should pick a guard, and I think there's going to be lots of guards in the later rounds. I think we'll be fine. Of course, who wouldn't have loved to get Loani? Yeah, you know what I mean? Who wouldn't love to get Pregnon, who is there in the second round, or Basantis, who's there in the second round? Of course, you know what I mean? But I don't think we have to. Like I say, I would rather draft Surratt in the third round if we don't get Austin in the second round. Right. And then with one of those fourth round picks, again, draft a guard. And I think we're going to be in good shape. And I think we could find we can find some very decent guards in the fourth round. So, Alpha and Omega again. How in the world do we solidify our two tight end sets?
Good
question. It's going to happen. It's gonna happen, my friend.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
That's gonna happen. That's gonna be put in with the game plan. It's gotta be. You see what they're doing with the Rams. You see what they're doing with other West Coast offenses that we see now, and they're doing 12 personnel, 13 personnel. My favorite, 22 personnel. And I think we will see that, you know what I mean? Iffy on the 13, because that would be 3 tight ends, but I definitely see 12 personnel and 22 personnel happening with this offense right now. So, and I even heard someone say that we should draft another tight end because, they're a little nervous with Brock Bowers, being injured last year. I think he's young, and I definitely love Mayers. So I'm thinking, and then I like our third tight end as well. He's back with us. I think is this our third season with him? So if so, I think there may be a free agent, undrafted free agent tight end, but I think we're good. I wouldn't worry too much about drafting a tight end at all. So who is this? Alec M. Had a running back in later rounds. Yes,
that's
sir.
going to happen. Yeah, day 3. I think they're going to address running back probably on day 3. So Saturday, 4th round, one of those 4th round picks, maybe the 5th round pick. Expect a running back to be drafted.
Yes.
With them. Okay, let's just keep on seeing what the chat has to ask.
Soccer USA says get in foundational O lineman now and grab depth in later rounds. Hey, that's how I started out my mock draft, man. I was with that, but it was all on the premise of one of those guys that all got taken in the first round. One of them dropping to us. I did have Basantis, but that was with the premise that Caleb Banks dropped, which he didn't. So that kind of messed up my whole. Hey, I think we'll be free to grab starting an offensive guard in the second round. Now, with what I see now, I don't know. We have some other things that, to me, best player, just thinking best player available, that may be too good to pass up, because I think we could definitely still find a very solid offensive lineman in a later round. So,
yeah. And just a reminder, I mean, the chat's really, there's a lot of good comments and a lot of good stuff in the chat, but at the very top is a link. So if somebody wants to come on the show, take the mic real quick and talk about some of the picks that you maybe want to see in the second or third round. This is what we're here for. So definitely hit the link, take that mic, because there's a lot of really good comments in the chat right now, and I'd love to talk to some of these people about it.
Yeah.
Pull up. Sure. We want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah. So, but for me, like I said, I addressed it yesterday. I've addressed it in previous shows. I'm not as concerned with the O-line as the rest of the Raider Nation is, and obviously most people are. Like I said, I'm in the minority. I think that offensive line was so poorly coached last year. And I'll give you an example. DJ Glaze in his rookie season shined. He was good. You know what I mean? He played well. His sophomore year, he gets, Pete's son, and all of a sudden he regresses. So is that talent that he lost, or is it coaching? To me, it's coaching. I'm a true believer in Rick Dennison. I think Rick Dennison is going to do amazing things for this O-line. He's a true O-line coach. And I think that, the 2 O-linemen we drafted last year, and Grant and what's the other one?
Caleb Rogers.
Caleb Rogers, thank you. Grant and Rogers, they didn't get an opportunity to play, so we don't even know what they are yet. So I think that right now is the O-line a top 5 O-line? No, of course not. Do I want to draft some depth pieces? Absolutely. But I think that at 36 and 67, which is what we're kind of focused on today, I don't think that we need to go that route. I think that there are other holes that we need to fill. Wide receiver is a big one for me. Like I said, we've talked about Surratt in the 3rd round. I would love that. I'd be ecstatic about that. A D tackle here at 36, or like I said, my guy EMW at 30, 36, or even moving up to get him. Those fill bigger needs than what we have on the O-line.
I can't argue with that. Like I said, I only sway a tad bit because I got PTSD, and
yeah.
And the trenches are a need until they're not. Like, that's just me. That's just me, man. Hey, I think we just got somebody pop up. Bruce, let's get him on here.
Nice, absolutely.
Let's do it.
Bruce, where you? Oh, he left. All right, Bruce out. Bruce gone.
Back,
He
Bruce.
gone.
Like I said, you've had some good comments. Yeah, Bruce, come on back.
Come on,
back,
Bruce.
If you're not camera ready, if you're not camera ready, you could just be
Bruce,
on. We can hear you.
Get on the Wi-Fi. Jump on somebody's Wi-Fi, Bruce. That was like spicy yesterday. Bad connection.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She'll be back.
It's definitely going to be, I'm as excited for today as I was yesterday.
100%.
Yesterday was more for solidifying what we knew. Today is about, okay.
Yeah.
What do you do, like I say, when look what has just fallen to you. How does that, here's something that we're going to see is how does Spytek handle some first round fall? Does he, he had a board, he's got a board. He knows his needs. He knows all those little details 100 times better than we do on that offensive line. He drafted Caleb Rogers, so he Charles Rogers. Caleb Rogers and Charles Grant. Yeah, he knows what those. You know what I mean? And to your point, he's watched enough DJ Glaze that he understands this. You know what I mean? Does he trust JPJ at right guard? Will he move him to left guard? Yeah. So all of that is. We will see how that manifests itself today and tomorrow because the bigger needs and the bigger opportunities are going to present themselves as today. So that to me makes a lot of excitement, to see what he does. I'm looking forward to it. I think we're going to win. I definitely agree. McDonald is a monster. I don't think any of us would be mad. Yeah, if we picked him at 36, nobody's going to be mad at that. Not at all.
So I heard San Francisco wanted him.
Well,
49.
They're ahead of us. They're ahead of us right now.
That's what I've been saying. Like I said, McDonald was in both my mock drafts that we did on the show on Monday Night Madness. I agree. He's a monster. I think he'd be a great pick. It feels a huge need that we have. I just been talking to EMW today because I never thought he would fall out of the first round. I didn't. I'm blown away by it. And like I said, I threw it out there yesterday just as a fun name.
Right.
Wouldn't this be fun? And here we are. So
that was your Brock Bowers drop scenario.
Brock Bowers drop scenario. Exactly.
Happened. I'm rooting on you. Like, hey, I'm rooting for it to happen. You know what I mean? So that, hey, when that pick is made, you know what I mean? I'm sure you're going to be extremely excited if that happens. And I know why. I mean, if you look at Seattle, I was saying it last night, you think of Emin Worry out there doing all kinds of things. That's what this kid can do for us. You know what I mean? And it would definitely be exciting. It would be even more exciting to me if we could still get Hunter Lee and Surratt. I don't know. Like we were saying, if they fall to the third round and we grab another third round pick, that would be amazing. That would make my day. We would won the draft. It's a walk off. We won the draft.
You're good to go.
That's it.
That's how I'm living right now. So we will see because I think there's a lot of depth and I think we're gonna be good. It's just like I say, I was listening to Daniel Jeremiah. It rung in my head because I'm a builder in the trenches. Ever since we started talking about this, I'm like guard, defensive tackle, plug in there. So we got a guaranteed day one starter at left guard. Let's build a bully in the trenches. Get there because that's going to reflect on the running game. Give us time to pass. It'll reflect on everything. You know what I mean? And get me a possession receiver. That's all I needed. To me. And I'm still there now, and I still think we can do that. I don't think we have to go as high up because, to your point, I do have to remember we got one of the best offensive line coaches in the league. So.
Absolutely.
Who is Fat Boy says Surratt round 3 if he's there for us would be crazy. I am with you, bruh. I am with you.
I think it's who is Fat Boy?
Yeah. I think you definitely said it better than I did. I said it like I'm struggling with ebonics and shit. Like, you know what? I'm gonna go work on my phonics and then I'm gonna come right back.
I got you.
And then
oh, that's funny.
Oh, I think Bruce is. I think
Fat Boy says. Go ahead, Omar.
Respect to the entire nation. We up. Yes, sir. Yes,
Cheers
sir. Yeah, I think we got Bruce back. So let's see. Let's get Bruce on. I think he might have a stable connection now. Bruce, what's happening with you, bruh?
Hey, it's good. I'm in the Philippines right now. I moved from the U.S., but I just have one quick question for you guys. Yeah, there's a lot of roosters around.
I got a question too, Bruce. Can we crash at your place?
Yeah.
Do I got a spot in the Philippines?
Hey, everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome.
All right. We good now. Go for it, boss.
So here's a thing that I'm kind of worried about. Like, we've added coach after coach and stuff, and I don't know, this Kubiak seems a lot different. It feels better for some reason, but why don't we just go after, like, okay, so why don't we just fill our holes that really need to be? Like, I don't think we expect our team to make the playoffs right away, but you never know, obviously.
Sure.
But my question I had in the chat for you guys is, if Kirk Cousins gets this team to the playoffs next year, even as just a wild card, do you bring him back?
Omar?
Art? No, I was going to say Art. Well, and I'm going to only repeat what Arthur's been saying. At $40 million, man.
Yeah.
My add-on to that, because that, for $40 million, and you got Mendoza, who, like I say, unless that gap was just extremely wide between Mendoza's play and Cousins' play, you know what I mean? That could be considered. I don't think that's going to happen. And at $40 million, and just for a playoff berth, I don't think that's good enough. As Arthur has said before, man, we need Super Bowl, especially if we're going to pay $40 million while we just picked Mendoza 1 overall and had him sit for a whole season, which would make him more than enough ready. So, that would be crazy. I would love to be in that situation. I'll tell you that much.
and I'll add on to that, Bruce. It's that $40 million could be spent on other players that can continue to help build this team.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the big thing is you're drafting Mendoza number 1 this year. To have to pay Kirk Cousins $40 million when we can allocate that money to another player or players, I just don't see. I don't see it just for a wild card.
But listen, like I know that guys like Cousins has been around for a long time. I'm not expecting him to take us to the Super Bowl. I'm not expecting him to do maybe a whole lot. But if you have a guy that's willing to maybe talk with you during the off season and say, hey, we can. I'll take this. I mean, we've all seen good players come to this franchise and then they just leave. Like we need a true quarterback. I get it. We got Mendoza, but I still don't think Mendoza is going to be like ready to you just can't throw that guy in right now. That's just my personal opinion. I love Mendoza. I watched him, but I don't. Throwing him into the Lions is not a good idea with this O line that we have.
And I think the Raiders agree with you. Go ahead, Arthur.
No, I think you're getting ready to say the same thing I am, Omar. I mean, the Raiders are totally agree with you. And that's why Cousins is here this year. But like Omar just said, if Mendoza isn't ready to start next year, and there's such a huge gap between him and Cousins, then I think that the whole thing is a catastrophic failure, and we may even have to go a different route by looking at another quarterback in the draft next year. And I mean, I don't want to be in that position. But I mean, to pay Kirk Cousins $40 million and just kind of keep Mendoza on the roster or string him along, and it's just not getting any better. I think that then we're taking a step backwards instead of forward, even if we do make the playoffs as a wild card team with Cousins.
Hey, can I share you guys something real quick before I go?
Oh, sure.
For sure.
Let me see if this will turn back. Oops, click it. See if I can get my. Well, here maybe I don't know if you can see camera.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
He dropped off. We lost him. Dang it. I wanted to see how he doing it out there in the Philippines.
Exactly.
Damn it. Hey, Bruce, log back in, man. We want to see.
I think the sun is just rising with those roosters roosting, and it looks like it's just right. Well, to have him from the Philippines call in,
awesome.
Bruce, if you come back, appreciate you.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Hey, here's a very good question in the chats by Alec. Shoot, where's my dang mouse? There we go. I would rather have Ted Hurst than Surratt. I mean, he's making a statement, but that's a good. If we had to have one, who you like?
So honestly, I mean, I had Surratt in my mock only because Hurst never failed to me, but I would definitely rather have Hurst. I think that he's what we need in a big body receiver, but he also has that speed that our other receivers have. And, I'm going to take a page out of Al's book and, having speed all over the field, but a big body receiver that can go up and really get it. I mean, they're saying that he's a Larry Fitzgerald with more speed. I'm all about that.
Yes.
I see that.
Yes.
I can't recall who I have, but I think I had Branch. I don't know if we have our old
Okay, but
We have
between
a-
these two though,
Between those
Moon,
two.
but between these two though, Surratt and Hurst, who you taking?
I'm going with Surratt.
You're gonna
I
go
don't
with
know.
Surratt. All right.
I mean, it slides off my tongue real easily. So Elijah. So I like the name, but I don't know much about him, quite honestly. But
Yeah. I mean, I have to agree. I have to agree. I mean, I love what I've heard about Ted Hurst, and my only thing is my ignorance because I haven't seen any film. I don't know about drops. The one thing I know about Surratt is this is the guy that we can go to on third down, and this guy will get the ball. And if, as a Raider fan, we know the frustrations of drives not being able to sustain drives because of drops or whatever, or just not having that guy that the quarterback knows is going to get open, get the ball. And you also can say that with touchdowns in the red zone. Surratt had more touchdowns, I believe, than any other receiver that came out, including Cooper on his own team.
Yeah.
So that's why I have to say out of these two, and like I say, I could go watch some film and come back on Ted Hurst and be like, oh, no, I take it back. I don't. But with what I know right now, and I'm just, like I said, I just got to go with what I know right now and what we have on the team, because I know I don't not believe in Besh and Thornton. I don't. Yeah. I love what I saw with Naylor. You know what I mean? And so, because I was able to see some highlights on him. So I just think Surratt would be that possession receiver, man, that safety blanket that we need, and would push the rest of these guys, you know what I mean, to get better, because I think Thornton could maybe be the guy that Ted Hurst, people are saying Ted Hurst would be, you know what I mean? So, like I say, if I saw him, maybe I change my mind, but for now, I have to go Surratt.
So I didn't watch a ton of tape on Hurst. I definitely didn't watch any of his games. I watched more games with Elijah Surratt because I was tracking Fernando Mendoza during the college football season. But I do know, and it struck me as very interesting. Hurst was coached by Hugh Jackson.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
What I mean, and Hugh is very. I mean, I saw an interview with Hugh, and just hearing Hugh talk about this guy really sold me on him in the fact that Hurst could have, I mean, he didn't have to stay there. He could have split. He could have went somewhere else. There are a lot of other big colleges that really wanted him before the 2025 season, with all the NIL. And so he could have transferred, and he decided to stay there because of the coaching that he was getting under Hugh and the rest of the coaching staff. And the fact that he thought that he could really, it could really take his stock up, and it has. So obviously we all know Hugh loved Al Davis. He loves the Raiders still. I honestly thought that Hugh didn't get the fair shake here as a coach. That's a different show, different conversation for a different show. But the fact that he spoke so highly of him, and I mean, that Hugh is that big on him and talk about all the traits, man, I'm definitely sold.
Well, the Raiders may be too, because guess what? He was invited on the top 30 visit. Hurst came in the building, and guess who's on the board right now that was also in the building? Boston. Also, McDonald was there too. So three of the guys are still Hood. Hood was in our top 30. So right now, there's three guys that we could pick at 36 potentially that were that came in the building for a top 30 visit. So yeah, little
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It is exciting to see who's going to be on and who we're going to have to choose. I just really wish we could see it inside the ward room.
Yeah.
It's like, like I was saying, we wanted him, got to scratch him off and go on to the next one and just see where everyone goes and how they choose. I just find that kind of fascinating to see how the minds work and have to work so quickly. Because I don't know if you noticed, to me, although they had 8 minutes to choose and make sure they got all their picks in, it seemed to go really fast.
Yeah, it's going to be fast tonight. So
Rafa wants to join. Let's put in the link again here. I'll put the link in again, Rafa. I see you. I synced you. It's at the top, but I'll put it again. I'll put it again because I want to make it easy.
All the way up too. You can also grab it, everyone. If you don't see it on here, you could always scroll.
Here it comes again. Here it comes again, so that you guys can you'll have it there. So now it's at the bottom as well. So top and the bottom. Join the show. Pull up. Let us know what you're thinking. Yeah. Ooh, I'm excited. It's going to be
I'm
fun.
excited. It's almost time. Yeah,
It's
but you
gonna
can
be
still
fun.
come on. We'll just, watch the clock as you speak. I think one of the fellas have your TVs on above you. Mine's like way over there. So
Yeah, mine is above, man. So but I'm always behind. Yeah. Pick is in. I don't know what it is.
You already have that.
It doesn't matter what network I'm watching. I'm behind. I'm like, my goodness. If I'm watching NFL Network or ESPN, it does not matter. For some reason I am behind, and such is life. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right. Well, while we're waiting on Rafa to join us, I think we've been talking a lot about the guys who fell in from the first round into the second round. I'm gonna say, Arthur, you believe Warren is a can't miss.
I believe he's can't miss.
He's a can't miss prospect. Absolutely. Is there anyone else you think is also a can't miss?
That we can get at 36?
Yeah, that we can get at 36.
I think I would probably put Caden up there also. I think you addressed it yesterday though with Caden. The issue is the pass rush that concerns me.
Technique.
Right.
I think it's technique. It is.
Yes. So I mean, the fact that right now, until he actually learns, he's had to come off the field on third downs, on all these passing downs. So it doesn't scare me with them. Like I said, the guy eats up double teams. He's a run stuffer. He's big. He's great. So I would say that he's probably can't miss also. It's just going to take some coaching into, like you said, just building that technique of being also a pass rusher and being a 3-down DT.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're getting ready to roll.
Yep. All right, let's get Rafa on here, and I'm gonna come back to that because I also think we can scheme to help him out too on that D line. So, but let's get Rafa in here. What's going on, brother? Man, how are you?
Oh man, I'm doing good. I'm ready for the day 2 of the draft. So I just wanted to tell you.
It's starting now.
Yeah, Niners are on the clock.
Yes. Oh man, let's see what they got right now.
So, do you have a pick that you want for us to have on come 36?
Oh yes, I just wanted to pick like a defensive tackle or wide receiver. Could be like from Georgia Bulldogs, Christian Miller, or something like wide receiver from Miami Hurricanes.
Now, when you say Miller, do you like Miller better than you like McDonald?
Yeah, I would like anything better.
You think Miller's better? Okay. All right. Yeah. I could argue differently, but okay. All right.
Yes, it is.
And that's why it's your take, right?
So you're hoping Boston. So you're hoping Boston falls to us. He's there. So, and I mean, the Niners just got Evans. So I'm wondering, will they double down with Boston? Because Boston is. I mean, I think him and Evans are built, very, close. 100%. Yeah.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Could they double down? Yeah, I don't know how many second round picks they have, but will they also? I think there's a couple of good tight ends that's available as well, and Kittle is not getting any younger, so it's going to be interesting to see what they do. So, yeah, but all right. So Rafa's like defensive tackle or receiver. All right. I don't think, like I say, in my mind, and I'm thinking McDonald, but if it's Boston or McDonald, I don't think we could go wrong. You know what I mean? I think at the draft positions, however, though, I think Christian Miller can be further down. He might go into the third round. We may be able to grab someone. We may be able to get, your cake and eat it too, Rafa, and get, let's just say Boston fell to us and then Christian Miller in the third round. You know what I mean? I think that could potentially happen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Big Citrus also could fall to the third. I can see him, Big Citrus, falling to the third. Dominique Orange.
And Big Citrus and Lee Hunter are pretty much more solid 3-4 defensive nose tackles than the others, because McDonald is still more of a 4-3 defensive tackle. He just can play it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But Citrus and Hunter are the, like I say, the two more 3-4 nose tackles. So we'll see.
Like those two can definitely fall. So
yeah, we'll see about it.
Yeah.
I think the McDonald's a big picked up early. Right, because he was there yesterday as well, right?
Oh
You don't think he'll make it to us? I know. I think. Wait, doesn't the Patriots? Hold on. Let's bring up our pick
Niners,
list again,
Cardinals,
real quick here,
Bills, and us.
because
there
the
you go.
Bills, he may not make it past the Bills.
Right.
You know,
That's right. That is right.
I think the Cardinals may go. I think the Cardinals. I don't know if Basantis will make it past them because they definitely need some line help. So we'll see, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we'll see. It's
And like I said, I
Hey,
talked about it on Monday night. I worry about the Giants trading up in front of
Here
us.
you go.
to
49ers are in the war room.
So
I guess that's
the
a war
Niners
room.
have 5 minutes and Celtic, on the clock. So, and I'm sure they're going to take all 5 minutes. Wait,
Well, it goes
Soccer
on. We're gonna do
USA
this.
says, "I'm praying we trade up." Who you want? You wait. Let's see here. They may have said it in the chats who they want us to trade up for. So,
Okay.
Soccer USA, tell me who you want us to trade up for.
Well, as they do that, I'm going to bring Spicy Raider Girl back on.
Yeah,
before-
bring her in. Bring her in.
We are waiting for Fernando Mendoza to show up. There's a flight tracker. We got a flight tracker. He's not in the building yet. I actually think he is. But they're saying he's not in the building yet. He's on his way. So we're hope to bring you some content of our #1 draft pick coming. But I just want to give you a little glimpse again before we sign out here. It's a good vibe. We got JT the Brick hosting, Baron Davis co-hosting, and a former Raiderette co-hosting as well, which I thought was really cool. As you can see, they brought in like some local high school football players to come and join this event as well. So I will check back in with you guys later, or we will try to bring you some video of the #1 draft pick when he arrives at 6 o'clock. So check back on our YouTube channel for that footage. All right, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye.
All righty.
Bye. Thank you.
Nice.
Is she not done? No, she's done. Okay, there.
See ya. So
Okay.
here's a quick question before they start, before a pick is in. How
Let's do
far
it.
do you guys think Jamad McCoy will fall? I mean, with that injury, will he make it out of the second round, or will he, mid-second round, high second round? What do you guys
it's gonna
think?
be somewhere mid-second. I don't think he makes it out of second, but I think it's going to be closer to mid-second.
I will say third round. I'm
going to go
Wow. You said third.
I'm gonna go third as
Whoa.
well.
All right.
Yeah.
And now, my
And you,
follow-up, if
Omar?
he does go to the third, can we resist?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god!
Right?
Talking about rearranging your board. I mean, like, what about
Yeah.
Surratt, man? No.
Oh my god!
So, hey,
Omar, mid.
me, you know what?
Right
I think mid-second. I think he don't get further down than the somewhere in the middle of the second round. I mean, he could go. I mean, a team. If I got some if I'm good at cornerback but need some depth, I would take him. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna
Especially
take it
if I
to
don't
the
have very
clock.
many holes.
The clock is already ticking. We're down to 2 minutes, and the 49ers
Oh, yeah.
haven't stepped yet.
I told you they're gonna go. I told you they're gonna go all the way down. They're gonna take all the time. We ain't gonna see it until like 30 seconds left.
Tick, tick.
They're working on the trade back.
They're on the clock since yesterday, but we did the same thing too. We've been on the clock since freaking second to the last game of the season with the first round pick, and we still used up all the time. So it's gonna happen.
So we have Alpha Omega Forever. As you know, we do have the Raiderette Roundtable show. We are recruiting some former Raiderettes at this time. Everyone's
Nice.
busy with their out. Everybody has a job outside, so we're trying to get them in. But if you haven't seen them, let's go back and watch some of the Raiderette shows. But I'm sure Spicy's out there recruiting, and we'll get them on.
Absolutely.
Anyone special? Let us know. We'll reach out to them.
All right.
Yeah, she always does really great shows, bringing on the Raiderettes. So
Good people too. I mean, kind
Yep.
hearts.
the pick is in.
Okay.
Well,
Wait,
let's see
or
what
does
we
it,
got.
has the pick already been made, Arthur?
Not yet. I haven't seen it. No,
I'm just late. Am I late over here?
I wonder if they're working on trading back or what the deal is.
I was late all yesterday, so I'm just like, I don't trust my TV right now.
Sure. What is the chat thinking that the 49ers are going to take? Let me see. Do we have anybody in there? No. We're like, no, we don't care. Just we want who we want.
No.
Well, they are just really taking their time, huh, Arthur? Unless you're ahead.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my god.
No. Looks like it's in. I haven't seen the pick.
Yeah. Right. Someone says
trying to
trade down. All right. Someone said that's what Who is Fat Boy said trying to trade down, probably. We'll see.
Right, so I could see that happening again. Maybe they're trying to trade back again.
Yeah. Gonna be interesting.
Okay, so like I said,
How
they
is their
have 8
cornerback
minutes,
situation?
but
I can't recall. And I don't know if that's one of their needs.
the quarterback with there is Beck and Alar and Green. That's still open.
No, I'm talking about cornerbacks,
pick.
not quarterback.
Oh,
Cornerbacks.
so they went with
Quarterback.
a wide receiver. Wide receiver at Ole Miss.
Oh man.
The Niners did?
Yeah, Dezuna.
They passed on Boston?
Stribling. You passed on Boston. They went with Stribling out of Ole Miss.
Oh shoot. He was on my list. He was on my list. That kid lit it up.
Yep.
But I had him going, I think I had him as like the 3rd round or something like that, not the 2nd round.
Oh, okay.
Wow. All right. So it looks like
Okay.
things are still in play. That's a shocker. All right.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't know on whose draft board that Boston wasn't the best wide receiver available right now. Yeah. So,
okay.
I mean, even with Chris Bell being there,
right?
You know, Dezon Stribling.
So the draft
Ole Miss
for Ole Miss. So that means that Denzel Boston is still available.
Still available.
Still
Donald, still available. My guy, EMW, still available.
Still available. All right. 2 picks ago. We're on the EMW countdown.
And like I said, hey, it's Brock Bowers all over again for you, Omar.
All right.
I knew it.
Hey, at least this time we're prepared. We're prepared for it because we didn't see that coming.
Not at all.
I was just like, wow, he's dropping. And next thing you know, we got it.
Like, what if? Yeah.
So what if? And I was like,
Omar had us taking Brock Bowers, and the entire cast was like, there's no way he dropped.
No way. No way.
We just took Michael Mayer the year before. We're not getting Bowers, and then he lands in our lap. So
how come I can't have that luck with lotto numbers? You know what I mean? Like, what is up?
Omar, can you put your list up again so we can see who's coming up?
All right, let's put the list up. There we go. Who's still available? Because as you can see, Dezon Stribling was not on. And this is from ESPN. Dezon Stribling was not on this at least top 11 players available.
Yeah.
All right.
So
interesting.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, wow. But you know, maybe because they have a Mike Evans, and as I was saying, Boston is a Mike Evans type receiver. So they're like, we got one of those. Let's get, you know what I mean? Maybe he's, you know, this guy could be better in the slot or something else. You know what I'm saying? So a Z receiver, and Evans will be that X receiver. So.
Okay. There's plays to be made, you know.
Yeah. And I think if I'm Cardinals, Basantis is there, Pregnon is there, and they need a line. They just did a running back. You know, don't follow in the Raiders' footsteps. Well, that was a lot of coaching. We have to admit that was coaching because we did draft some old linemen as well. So
the Cardinals, we have to pick in.
Okay, so let's
Chase
see what we got
Basantis.
here.
It's Basantis? It is. I would. All right. Hey, my draft radar is not too off.
Nope, not at all. So Three of our guys are still there with EMW,
One to go.
Boston, and McDonald. We can get any.
Oh my God! They choose a safety for Texas A&M, Chase Visantis.
Yep, alignment. They needed alignment. They needed alignment. It's a smart move. And Basantis had a first round grade, so.
Feel like we're in the casino rolling the dice. Come on.
Yeah. All right. Hey. That's Caleb Rogers. Because Caleb Rogers he was a Red Raider as well.
Yep.
So that's us picking him last year. Yes. So, yep.
So it looks like we're standing pat at 36. We're going to get another starter, which we expected to, but I mean, really, really good player at 36. If it's McDonald, if it's EMW, we're getting a dog.
Right now, it could be any one of them. Oh, wait, somebody just said now Boston's gone. Uh-oh.
Wait, no. Please, no.
Someone in the chat just said, let me pull it up real quick here.
I got it.
It's Soccer USA said now Boston's gone. So, see, I'm behind.
Soccer, don't spoil me alert right now. Do not spoil me, all right? Do not spoil me.
I don't have that pick in yet, but maybe
I don't have that either. So,
right?
Maybe the vibes are just getting out there because I don't see that.
Just speculating that
well, Buffalo would need a receiver. I do think I agree. I do think they need a receiver, so it would not surprise me either. I can see them going either way.
If Buffalo takes Boston, do we after the draft? Maybe if we don't come out with the receiver that we want, do we after the draft? Maybe we go and see what would it take to get
the Bills picks in. Go ahead, Arthur.
Keon
Bills
Coleman
picks in.
Do we go and maybe trade a 7th round pick to the Bills for Keon?
Man. I was hearing because now that the Eagles drafted what's the kid's name? Lemon. Is AJ available?
He's gone. He's
gone. Is it a done deal?
Well, after June 1st. Probably going to be the Patriots after June 1st because of the money.
But it's not a done deal yet, right?
Here we go. The Bills picks in.
Oh, please.
Oh,
don't get a spoiler alert right now.
They're waiting. They're screaming and shouting. Arthur, you got it before me?
I don't have it yet. No, I don't have it yet.
Okay. They're getting the camera going to the stage. Who's walking up?
I'll be shocked if it wasn't.
TJ Parker, edge from Clemson.
No way!
No, yeah.
So you mean to tell me EMW is there, Boston is there, McDonald is there, Spytek. You know what? Right now, I'm glad Spytek makes the big bucks. Yep. I'm glad Spytek makes the big bucks because you know what, y'all? I'll be like, I want them all.
Yes.
I'm trading. Hey, exactly. I'm trading all my picks so I can go 1, 2, 3.
Oh man,
Shane Collins.
Nice. Well, hey, Soccer USA, I'm glad you were wrong. That Boston is not gone.
Here we go. Pick 36. Let's go.
The pick an edge from Clemson, TJ Parker. I know.
Yeah. So hey, well, all I can say is we're going to get a starter. We're going to get a starter.
Not only a starter, but a.
Come on.
We're getting a starter.
Talent.
We're getting a talented starter right now. We got 3 first-round grade picks. Right, 4 if you include Hood. If you include Hood, and not even including the other cornerback who's got the injury, but if you include Hood, if you got Boston, you got McDonald, and you got Warren, that's 4 starters right there. No matter which way we go.
Yeah.
Somebody's been buzz. Soccer USA says there's a trade going on. A little bit.
Oh, we traded out of 36.
Tell us.
So we traded with the Texans.
No, please.
Yeah, we traded out. I don't know the details yet, but we traded with the Texans.
And I asked that question. With all those picks there, would you still trade out? I hope we fleeced them. I hope, please let us have fleeced them.
Okay, so here's the details, and I'm loving it. Here's the details. We got pick 38.
Not too far back. Okay.
And pick 91 in the 3rd round. I'm here for it. I wanted 3 picks today, and that's what we're getting. At least 3 picks. I'm here for it.
You wanted 2 picks in the third round, 3 picks today, and we got it.
Total day, whether it's 2 in the second or 2 in the third, but I'm here for it.
Hey, and guess what? Even if they get
on the board,
they trade to Boston.
Who?
They trade to Houston. Yeah. Now the Houston's got on the clock.
Yep.
We traded 36 and 117 for 38.91.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad because, like I say, we're still gonna get one of those 3. I'm assuming.
Yes.
And I don't think Houston is gonna pick McDonald because I think they're gonna go offense. I think Boston could be gone because they went offensive guard in the first round. And we saw what happened to them in the playoffs. So wouldn't you want a nice receiver to help CJ Stroud out? I would. I gotta text my Texas homie.
Well, and here's the issue, and this is what I brought up before: is once again the Giants just traded away Sexy Dexy. They need a DT.
Sexy Dexy.
Yeah.
They need a defensive tackle. So I mean that could be McDonald at 35, and it just depends on who. The Bills. The Texans.
They're in front of us now. You're absolutely right.
In front of us now, so you got to keep that in mind.
So we're gonna go 36 and then straight away at 38. Is that where we're landing?
So we traded back at 38, and so it's going to be the Texans have our pick at 36. The Texans.
We might have traded right to your guy.
I think we did.
Arthur, we may have traded to your guy because if what you say happened and McDonald goes to the Giants, Boston goes to the Texans.
Oh, here we go. K. McDonald went to the Texans.
Dang, I told him not to. Okay, I'm gonna text him later because I told him, hey, make sure your team don't take McDonald. And he said, and he texted me this morning, well, we didn't get him, it's all yours.
Well, you know what? This goes back to my point. The Texans leapfrogged in front of the Giants to go get the DT that they wanted. No, they would probably take him.
Man, wow! So Houston came and got McDonald.
Houston came and got him.
The rich just got richer on that one because their defense is already really good. I thought they would go receiver to get another receiver or something. So okay, hey,
I could see the Giants going to receiver. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They could use another receiver to pair. I mean, you got Neighbors coming off an ACL. You want to give Jackson Dart some weapons. They go Boston. EMW falls right in our lap, and here we go. Like, I mean, I'm loving it. And I got another 3rd round pick.
And we got another 3rd round. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. And like I say, we don't know where any of these guys are on SpyTech's draft board.
Right.
He could have been like, he could have had all of them rated equally and says, I don't care which one I get. You know what I mean? Like I got a plan for if I get this one, then I'm gonna go grab so-and-so down here at the 3rd round. But now you gave me another 3rd round. So I think this is definitely again. The crazy part is that was one of the first things I talked with Arthur about on the show is that hey, if SpyTech is faced with all of these 1st round grade players, would he still trade down? And now we know the answer.
There you go.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Oops.
This is great. This is great. And I can say at this point, I don't distrust SpyTech. I wanted McDonald. Not mad that he's gone. Like I say, we'll evaluate and see what he does with it. But I'm like, all right, okay, let's see what let's watch him cook. What happened?
They took Katie McDonald.
I knew that when we were waiting. Yep, they
took Katie McDonald for Ohio State.
Yeah, Arthur said that 5 minutes ago. Yeah. You guys missed it.
All over it.
Arthur was ahead of that.
Yeah, you are so far ahead.
Arthur told us. Yeah.
See, I'm looking at this guy, and this is what we need. Scary. We need scary on the team, and this guy, well, tears and all, I'll take him. He looks scary.
All right, he's got the horn braids. They look like a ram horn. Dang it.
I see this.
And here's my thing. We could take 91 and maybe one of those force and move up either earlier into the back end of the second.
Yeah, I don't think he's. You know what? Has Spytek traded up? At least I haven't seen him trade up.
Never trade up.
Like a guy. Yeah, he's been more of a guy that'll trade down. So wait a minute. I think speaking of Spytek, just hit us with a super chat. Y'all don't know my draft board, bitch ass. I love it. Thank you, John Spytek, for the super chat. We appreciate it. Thank you for keeping our perspective of we're not knowing what you got cooking, but hey, we all want to eat when you're done. So let's check it out.
Well.
Yeah.
Keep us posted, Arthur. You are in the lead. I'm just seeing this now. I'm getting emotional for this guy because they're just like big teddy bears, you know?
So the Giants went with Colton Hood, cornerback, Tennessee.
Oh, so the Giants went with Hood. So we still got Boston and Warren. Whoa. All right. And let's see here. Who is Fat Boy? He's saying that Lee Hunter and or Big Citrus. He's been saying that since day one. So looks like his two picks and they are, like I say, graded higher for nose tackle than the rest. So I'll give them that. So we'll see.
Oh man,
we will see.
Yeah, Colton Hood to the Giants.
Because I think Big Citrus will be there in the third round for one of those third round picks.
I 100% do too.
I don't know if Lee Hunter will make it.
John's back in the house with another $2.
With another. I'm drafting y'all as my personal
box. Oh, come on.
Oh, man.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh, nice. So Giants picked Hood, you said, right? They picked the cornerback Hood.
They didn't take McCoy.
All right. Yeah, so McCoy's still falling.
Yeah,
he's still falling. Yep.
Oh my God.
Hey, if we trade back and still get your guy, man.
Oh man.
And we can still get Boston. Like I said, and we can still get Boston.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. So Houston went in the trenches. Pick one, offensive guard. Pick two, defensive tackle. I can't be mad at that. No, cannot be mad at that. I can't be mad at it. So.
And honestly, Cade McDonald was mocked to them late in the first round because they had like pick 27 or something.
Yeah.
So before they traded back,
McDonald was always been
mocked to them. So.
Yeah, my boy was like, we don't need him. We need all offense. We got to help this offense. Our defense is great. Yeah. And well, they just made that. Like I say, the rich just got richer with this kid because he's a beast. He's a dog for sure. So that's why I liked him. Like I say, he wasn't the best pure 3-4 nose tackle, but just that dog in him. I was like, hey, I'm good, man. Because you know what? He could be a two gapper. He could clog up the middle. You know what I mean? So
he's still crying. Okay, Arthur, get me back on track here as I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
Look.
Waiting for that Raider pick.
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah, because my screen still says the Giants pick is in because I'm hella behind. You already got
oh, my God.
I'm hella behind again, but whatever. I'm used to it now. I just wait on Arthur to make the call on the pick.
Okay.
So... yeah, because he's already the Giants took Hood. Poppy, if you didn't hear Arthur, they took Hood, cornerback. So right now, Boston and Warren are the safety is still on the board.
Yeah. Which, like I said, I'm a little shocked they didn't go wide receiver. The Giants didn't go wide receiver, but.
Yeah,
they're drafting defense.
Defense, man. Defense. Defense.
Well, John Harbaugh, so.
Yep.
Does he still get booed?
They picked from Tennessee.
Hood, yeah. Yep.
Colton Hood from Tennessee. So that means that Denzel Boston's still on the track. Come on, there. Come on, there. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Now, would be the only one you guys are looking for?
I mean, if they if John Spartak like Lee Hunter, you never know because we all feel that he is not going to make it out of the second round. Right. He may have to reach just a little bit. I mean, nobody would fault him if that was his guy. You had him on your board and you pick him here. I'm not, I wouldn't be mad. We're just looking at the best available. And because those two, Boston and Warren, specifically dropped out of the first round. They were on many mock drafts for the first round. So we're just kind of focused on them, along with McCoy. McCoy just had an injury and then had an update on that injury. So that's what got him dropping. So we're just kind of.
What do you think?
I got the Raiders pick.
Okay.
Let me answer the question real quick. It looks like Spicy wanted the trade details. So the trade details were the Raiders traded pick 36 and 117 to the Texans for 38 and pick 91. So I know it came up in the chat of what the trade details were. We traded back 2 positions and picked up a third round pick. So those are the trade details. I have the Raiders pick. I'm a little shocked by it.
I know. It isn't what you wanted. So I'm like, dang it.
I don't know what any of us really wanted.
He's still sitting in the seat. There's no jumping up and down.
Come on now. Come on.
They went Traden Stukes, cornerback from Arizona.
Oh, no. That Stukes is the other safety.
He's the other. Yeah, I know.
That's the other safety that I saw mocked in the first round. Yeah. I'm not mad at that pick.
Not mad at it. I'm just a little.
But you just think Warren was better. You thought Warren is better.
Okay.
But not.
All right, let's go for it. Let's go.
I'm not mad at the pick.
5 minutes ahead of everyone.
Let's see where they go right now.
He is, like I say, he's another guy that is like a Emmon-Mori type that can be very flexible back there in the backfield. So we got a center fielder. We did.
And that's what I've been.
We got a center fielder. So I guess this just says that Stukes was higher on his draft board than Warren. And I'm just wondering, what did we not hear about Warren? Because I'm assuming other people felt that way for him to drop.
Yeah, something's going on him dropping like this.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But I heard a lot about Stukes. I heard a lot about him.
Oh, yeah.
And it was funny because on the app I was using for mock drafts, he was down lower. So, okay. I got to say it. Hey.
Wait, that pick from Arizona, Traden Stukes?
Stukes. Yeah. You didn't hear Arthur call that?
We're behind on TV, but I think there's a delay.
Wait, but is there a delay for Rafa to hear Arthur? That's what I'm like.
I'm delayed for a reason, but I was just like, man. But I just wanted to tell you, I'm not really mad on that pick. I mean, that was really good. I mean, we need that.
Yeah, it's the center fielder that we need. It really is.
He's a center fielder, man. He is. And I mean, he can get us some turnovers. So
and I mean, I'm reading kind of the chats how people are saying that we needed a center field or we needed a wide receiver. I get it, but we've talked about it for weeks. There's going to be wide receivers in the third round, like good wide receivers in the third round that we can get and still make
my guy, Surratt. My guy.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
My guy.
Oh,
yeah, we're just getting everything late here.
With the 38th pick. All right. And they're celebrating in there. They're happy about this pick.
Yeah, no, once again, it's another starter. That's what I want. I want starters.
Yes. That was the one thing we were saying, that whoever excuse me, because I definitely think he can push Palomar.
Right. 100%.
You know what I mean? I definitely think he can push Palomar. And he's that guy that we can put in certain packages where we will see 3 safeties on the field.
Yeah.
So, whether he...
Guess so.
Yep, I think so. I think we lost him. Well, I don't know if he was having connection issues because, like I said, he kept missing Arthur calling the pick. So I was like, wow, maybe he's having some issues.
Yeah. So if there's anyone else who wants to call in and tell us what their thoughts are and next picks, please do so.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, shocker. Awesome. It is a shocker, though.
Shocker,
it is a shocker. Because I had heard Bud Clark's name. Right. I had heard the guy from USC, the safety there. Yep. So it was kind of a shocker. Yeah, it was a shocker that, but I saw Trayton Stoops mocked in first round as well. So I did, even this week I had heard him being mocked. I didn't hear him being mocked as much as Warren in the first round. But his name had been mentioned in the first round quite a bit. So, yeah.
I'm curious. Like I said, I don't know if maybe something came up late on Warren that is
because he's dropping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's dropping. I know boys dropping. But yeah, Warren's dropping, and even Boston. Like I said, Boston dropping is very shocking to me. So,
and his only knock in Boston's only knock, correct me if I'm wrong, was people kind of question his speed, but the kid knew how to use his body.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
you're not drafting him to be a burner. You're drafting him to be that big body Mike Evans type wide receiver, kind of 50-50 guy. So yeah, it's a little shocking.
And I do know that there was a good guard there. The kid from Oregon, Pregnon, was available too. And so that must let you know how much, to your point, I would say Spytech feels the same way about that. Hey, I don't need to go so high for an offensive lineman. I can wait until some later rounds and, pick up a guard or two. But, yeah, I think.
So I have here that one of the reasons maybe that why they picked him is because of his high end speed. So he clocked a blazing 4.33.
Woo.
Yeah, 40. Yeah. So and he's versatile. So
yeah, he can play.
That's what they're looking for.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he can play safety, he can play corner, and he's going to play for something kind of a hybrid. Right. Watch. You know what I mean? He's going to play for certain packages, man. I'm sure.
It looks like Denzel Boston went 39 to Cleveland.
To Cleveland. Hey, Shadur got somebody, or what's his name, got somebody to throw to. Another target. No, that's their second receiver. Shit, they got a receiver in the first round, too. Yeah. They got an offensive tackle. And wait, which one did they get? Which receiver did they get in the first round?
Cleveland.
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Yeah, the Browns.
The Browns got Fano,
Spencer
Fano, and Concepcion.
And Concepcion, yeah, they got Concepcion. Yeah. So now they got a
burner
and I mean Concepcion. He's a jack of all trades receiver. Slant. I mean, he could do. Man, he's a. Yeah, and you got now a big body guy. All right, shoot. They're trying to get this offense going. I mean, so far their first 3 picks have been all offense. So they're not screwing around. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Hey.
Did you do that?
Was not me.
Not I, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Switch her up.
It's like the close up. Yeah, and we get a close up.
Right.
Producer in the back playing with everything.
Can you tell her stop it? Okay, where are we still?
Let's go to the chat, man. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. Let's see here. Bruce says they're better safety defense guys traded for this crap. I don't think he likes this. I don't think he likes our pick. Yeah. What do we got here? Who is Fat Boy says Stokes or Stooks? It was Stooks.
Yep.
Stooks. Did I say Stokes? Stooks. I do have a speech impediment. Sorry about that.
Soccer USA says he has to cancel his Boston jersey order. Dang. Yeah, I think Bruce said Boston legit wide receiver. Watch him ball out even in Cleveland. We'll see. Yeah. We will see. I'm just hoping that Stooks is what we all think he's going to be, because I've heard the same thing about him. I heard a lot about him a lot this week, and I just didn't think much of it because, I didn't think that I did not have us taking a safety this high, but, hey, obviously he was very high on their draft board. So,
yep.
Let's see. We have anyone coming up? Oh, the Chiefs.
Chiefs, yep.
So you're ahead of. So the pick is in. Did you already say who it was?
It's R. Mason Thomas at Oklahoma. Edge rusher.
Edge. Wow, more defense.
Yep.
They went more defense. I mean, it's been all defense. Cornerback was that when they traded up, and then they got Peter Woods. Yep. Defensive tackle, and now edge. So they are loading up on defense.
Yeah.
So
how do we get out of this? Oh, here we go.
Hobo Raider says, with Stooks, I feel comfortable with our backfield. I don't know if I can say that I'm still comfortable with our backfield. I definitely say it helps. I definitely say it helps because, my goodness, we need our cornerbacks to step up. And I say cornerbacks, I'm saying both of them. Both of them because of turnovers.
Right.
We need more turnovers. We didn't get a lot of turnovers and interceptions. So, and one is a veteran and one is on his second year now. So we need more turnovers.
If Stooks can be that free safety that I think he can be, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that he can be, it's definitely going to upgrade that secondary a lot. Because now you have another guy out there that can really cover, that can cover the field and help out. You can get Chin down in the box a little bit more. I mean, you can do a lot of things with that defense. Like you said, you can kind of play. I mean, you talked about it yesterday. He can be that Imamwari type of guy like in Seattle. He can be, he can do a lot of that stuff with them. So we can move him around the field a lot. And it's just, once again, it's that true center fielder that we need. Because with Polamalu, he just gets killed in coverage.
Yeah, and I think that's why I was so focused on the D tackle spot to get, because guess what? If you're getting pressure, that's what helps cause turnovers. Yes, getting that quarterback to throw the ball when he wasn't ready to. He didn't get to set his feet or whatever the case may be. And a lot of that, the pass rush helps those guys as well. But this is a way to help too. You're definitely right, because this guy now, I mean, he can make a quarterback second guess the coverage. Well, you know what I mean? Because he can drop back. All of a sudden, he's now dropped back into a zone. And now the guy who you thought had single cover is now double covered. And boom, there's that pick. So to your point, he can help.
Here's the thing to that, though. Also, we got what I think is going to be a really good free safety. We can still address DT. Now that we have 2 third-round picks, we can address DT and wide receiver in the 3rd round.
Oh, yeah. I'm hoping so.
20 minutes
I'm
ago,
hoping so.
So, yeah, absolutely. So
I'm hoping so.
Yeah, it's going to happen. I think that we address both those needs in the 3rd round and still get quality, a quality DT and a quality wide receiver in the 3rd round. And once again, 2 more starters. We just added, by making that trade, we added another starter.
Yeah. Yep. I like it. Yeah. I mean, like I say, it wasn't Warren who we thought it was going to be. Right. But when you said that name, first thing I thought about was, shit, they've been talking about this kid all week. I've been hearing about Stooks. You know what I mean? So I wasn't that shocked. I was just okay. I just don't know why. My heart was still hoping defensive tackle. I was like, it's going to be Lee. Yeah. I was like, it's going to be Hunter. So that was my only thing.
Right. Let me see. Let's play around a little bit here. So who do we have up now, Mr. Arthur? Ooh.
Oh, that's what he was saying. He was saying Stokes and Stoops. My bad.
Eric Stokes,
Quarterback Eric Stokes
Yeah.
is already on the squad, and now we have Trayton Stoops. Okay, yeah, I totally misread that. Yeah, because he was saying Stokes and Stoops. Yep. Sheesh. That's a
Christian
tongue
Miller,
twister.
he looks scary too. God, all these guys, and we need them. We need a scary crew.
Wait, he's going to the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him on draft day. No suit for him. He got a T-shirt. Are those shorts he's wearing? He got the shades on.
Yeah, yesterday they were dressed. They had their suits on.
Right.
They were ready to go.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we got another super chat. Uh-oh. Anna Pacheco, Mother Moon, my arch enemy, I'll defeat you. Wow.
We see eye to eye. I got you.
Wow. So Kristen Miller is gone. So, hey, in my count now, Lee Hunter and Big Citrus, at least who I think has the ability to be. Well, no. What's the other guy? He came in on a top 30 visit as well. I can't think of his name. He's a defensive tackle. So they obviously he's on their radar as well. So I keep forgetting about that kid. Well, hold on. What is his name? I gotta check.
Jacob or Jacobs?
Hold on. Hold on. What is his name? What is dude's name?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hold on. You said Warren?
No, let's see here. Where's my list of top 30 visits? There it is, right there. So, Kristen McClellan. So that's the other one. Chris McClellan. That's the other one that was on our. So we had on our top 30 visit, we had Caden McDonald come in, we had Kristen Miller come in, we had Caleb Banks come in, Lee Hunter, and Chris McClellan. So of that now, Lee Hunter is still there. Oh, Big Citrus didn't come in, but that's okay. I'm gonna still count him. And Chris McClellan came in. So let's see if we grab. I mean, because last season we grabbed 4 guys off of our top 30, and right now the only guy we grabbed off our top 30 is, of course, Mendoza. So we'll see if we hit that number again.
We just wanted to get a little shout out behind the scenes here. We have our producer for Life, our Raider Story. Just want to thank you, everyone, for the viewership. We are performing 90% better than others with the same following. Hey, so thank you all. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
It's because of you ladies. They don't really care what me and Arthur got to say. Let's just be honest. You know what I mean? Like we know this. We don't even argue. You know what I mean? But when you Spicy and April are here, shit, we're just kind of like, you know.
Well, April should be joining us, and hopefully we get Spicy back on a little bit. They're both out doing their 9 to 5s per se. Having fun.
They tolerate us.
Love you guys.
Oh man. Well, let's see here. Well, we're at what, 43? Okay, so the picks are coming by pretty quick. So now we have what, 67, and we also have 91.
91, yeah.
Let's see here. So let's bring this back up real quick here, which is going to be the third round. So 67 now, and then we've got that number, the 91st pick down here. All right. So yeah, that's going to be, that makes today a lot more interesting.
Right.
So, and like I say, if that was their guy and they were going to, if I'm Spy Tech and I was going to pick Stooks at 36 anyway.
Right.
And now I can get him at 38. Just and add
another pick in the third round.
Right. If I was going to grab him anyway, and I'm looking at all this other guys available too, and I'm like, wow, okay, I got my guy who I had at a first round grade. And I got these other guys that were potentially first round grades, but maybe not on his radar. Right. And I said this early on, there's going to be a lot of wide receiver talent next year. That if we need to take one in, we need a first round X receiver That's where we can that's where it probably will happen. Yep. I just think that there are some possession guys still here. Your Malachi Fields, your Surratt, who I've been pounding for, that are what I think we need right now. They're good enough to push who we got, but I think Besh can be that X. I definitely think Thornton could be good enough to become that X receiver that we need. But these guys are those possession receivers that we definitely need. I think we're going to use Naylor in all kind of ways. I think Naylor is going to be. I think our wide receiver group might surprise us with an addition of a possession guy. I think we might get a little surprise. So we'll see.
Yeah. No,
see if I'm wrong. I don't think I am.
Several months. It's just the coaching. The coaching was terrible last year.
Yeah.
The draft that we had last year was pretty good. It was just poorly coached. And
right.
We're going to see a difference in it.
And if you don't have enough time to run the route, never mind if you're running it correctly or not.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, if that thing that you and that quarterback, you guys had your timing down packed, then all of a sudden the line ain't holding up, so timing's out the window. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, let's go. I'm going to say that we had Stooks as a better draft pick than Boston.
Yeah. Obviously, yeah. So
did some other teams.
So where are we at now? Let's see.
Pick 43 is just in, so Jets are back on the clock at 44. So
yeah.
Well, I could say we're doing pretty good. We're satisfied of who we're picking.
Yeah.
It looks like we have a solid team ready to go so far.
Well, the trade was very well done.
Who was Fat Boy said, Trey Tucker season. All right. I mean, hey, I don't mention Tucker much. I haven't forgot about Tucker. I'm just more excited with the younger talent we have on the team. Like that, I constantly talk about Besh and Thornton just because we just got them last year. I don't think they had a chance, a good enough chance, you know what I mean, due to the line and everything and just the chaos that caused. You know what I mean? That terrible line wreaked a lot of havoc. So we're going to see. But yeah, Tucker's been in the building. I heard
It's a contract year for him. So he's actually got it. Yeah, it's time for him to, step up a little bit and take a next step and actually show what he's going to be. So, this is typically when you get the best at any position when, they got to play for their money. So,
right. And I heard that Tucker's been in the building, a lot this offseason so far. You know what I mean? So he's trying to make his presence felt and be a contributor. So, and I think I'm sure, Naylor was talking about how excited he is to be in Kubiak's offense again.
Right. Yeah.
And I think the rest of these guys are probably feeling the same way as well. So,
yeah.
They're going pretty fast today. They're running right through these. All the teams are up and ready to go. So that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you see up, Arthur? I think I'm super behind.
Yeah. Let me go back. I had Christian Miller to
Saints, right? He went to the Saints.
Yeah, and then I have Jacob Rodriguez Dolphins.
Right, Rodriguez. Yeah, he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be wasn't he the Buckus Award winner? I think he's gonna be a pretty good linebacker. So that's not a bad pick.
I have the Lions up. Do you show that?
I don't have the Lions pick in yet. No.
Derek Moore out of Michigan.
I think. Yeah, Derek Moore.
I don't think he was on any of our radars.
No, I didn't. You know what? I didn't have an edge on my mock draft until like the 6th, 7th round as just a fill-in or something like that. Like in my mind, I think right now we are good on at least edge, especially in our 3-4 scheme. I think the 3-4 D ends, because we got a lot of guys who played tackle that are going to be 3-4 DNs. I think Tyree is a 3-4 DN, and I think he'll be a better 3-4 DN than he was as a 4-3 DN. And then the DNs, our 4-3 DNs, are going to move to that outside linebacker spot, and I think they're going to kill it. You know what I mean? Man, I can't wait to see it. Yeah. Can't wait to see it. So I had a chance I heard a little bit of Rob Leonard talking about, defense, and I wish I could have heard a lot more because I'm really interested to kind of hear his style and, his philosophies and things like that. You know what I mean? So, and I'm sure as a D-line coach, he is salivating for a 3-4 nose tackle.
Right. Oh, yes. 100%.
So, yeah. So I'm sure we'll hear a lot more about it, and then I'm sure we'll be able to see it come the season. So,
yeah, this Stukes pick is going to really show me if our scouting department has gotten better or not. I think that over, I'd probably say over the last 10 years or so, maybe more, I've been super disappointed in the scouting department. And just, we've seen it with the picks. We can go back to Alex Leatherwood, and we've seen it with all the picks the Raiders made. So I think that this is going to show me, I know it allegedly got better last year. This is going to show me if it's actually better or not. Just like I said, Is Stukes a better fit for us than EMW? I don't know. I don't hate the pick. I just want to know if it's a better fit, and is the scouting department, like I said, that obviously he was higher on our board, so that'll tell me where we're at scouting wise.
Yeah, and I'll say this: you and SpyTech were thinking the same way, at least in the importance of having that center fielder. Yes. You know what I mean? Because it was more important to you than, like I say, McDonald standing sitting there. You felt that was more important. So I gotta say, you know what I mean, that you guys had a real similar thought process. Because if I was there, I'd have been like, nope, not trading McDonald. Got my DT, thank you. Please call again. So
the situations where it's, can we get someone, in the third round that's going to fill that need that we think could be on that level or close to it. So, but yeah, it's going to show me a lot of what our scouts did, because I don't know, like I said, it could be a home run, and I hope it is, obviously, but
yeah. I'm going to say if he does everything I've heard he can do, and if we implement him, in almost, some kind of the same way as Emimori, it'll be pay dirt for sure. And it'll definitely be a much improved secondary with that. Oh, yeah. Because we know Big O Chin. Yeah. So, and hopefully that what we need, more turnovers. That is what we need.
Absolutely.
So, and I'll go to what I said. A great way to help a quarterback is a good defense. So, and if giving him the ball back here, try again. That works.
Now, do you guys think that the coach, SpyTech, and all the new coaches have been given free range? Because I haven't seen Mark Davis around. I haven't heard anything, what he said or who he wants, or I haven't heard any chatter about him at all. So you think he's just out of it at this time and just handed it over and said, hey, guys, here's the money, do what you got to do?
I think SpyTech is completely running this draft.
I do too.
It's his show. So, good or bad, it's going to fall on his shoulders. That's for sure. I don't even think really after the Mendoza pick, Brady had much of a hand in it. I think this is all on SpyTech. It's all the scouting department. So
all the guys.
Yeah.
I mean, and we've seen that with Mark Davis. He tends to just buy in to whatever whoever he's hired is selling. Right. I wish, now here we go, that what he sees now that they're doing, make those commandments. So even if something happens with SpyTech and them, you say, hey, the way we went about this is the way I want. If you're going to work for me, you got to do it like this. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's Mark Davis I don't think he's ever really made decisions except for the hiring piece. And I remember even in the beginning, he brought in Wolf to help him even do the hiring piece. And then he does. He does not really interfere that much. Maybe with, it's time to fire someone because they haven't been doing well. But as for, draft, who to draft, and what he thinks team needs, I don't think he touches any of that.
Right.
So, but I'm hoping he's taking notes. Take some notes. Take notes, please. Take notes. Make some commandments.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that you can have a way of doing things, because that's what we need. A way that we do it consistently, no matter who we plug in.
Yep.
Okay, we have a question or comment. Mark Davis is at the Aces facility. This is his number one.
Number one.
Let me tell you, he is with the Aces facility all the time. I mean, we've gone to many basketball games there at the Aces in Las Vegas, and that's his little, I won't say it's not his pet project. I mean, he has his hands there, front row, enjoying the girls, hugging them, rooting them on.
It's a building full of women. It's a building full of women. You're like, I forget them dudes. Hey, just go win, baby. I'm over here. Hey, girl. And they won a championship.
Yeah,
Look,
they
won.
Yes.
Yes, so right now, sure.
They're making
right
good
now,
money, for sure.
that's his relationship.
Now Brady goes as well. They sit side by side. We've seen them sit side by side out there at the Aces game. So
yeah,
maybe that's what he's working on.
Speaking of that, that's who I hope we see around the building. I literally hope that he kicks this off now. Maybe not through the whole season, but kick this off of how he went about it. Being in there early, what film, how is he breaking down, and just have that and share that in that quarterback room. You know what I mean? Just to give these guys, I mean, Kirk Cousins could already be very high level at doing this, but if I'm Brady, if I was, let's just say the greatest that ever did it, and we knew he was extremely highly analytical, we heard all the stories about how he would break down film all day long. I remember hearing a player who played with him was like, that dude was in there 18 hours or something, and around a big game, thinking, everybody's thinking, we're gonna get out here for dinner. He's still in there. But it's not the fact that you're in there for all that time. It's actually why. What are you doing? And I hope he spends enough time to embark that to these guys that, because just because it took him 18 hours may not take the next guy 18 hours. But do you know why he was in there? What level of details he was getting? You know what I mean? Because like I say, Mendoza could be a much smarter guy than Tom Brady, and it could take him, a couple hours less to do it. Instead of 18 hours, he's in there for 14 or 12 or whatever, right. But he's got the script. He knew what he was looking for, and that's what they're starting to emulate. So I hope he does that. I would, if I was, a part owner and I was that great at it, I would definitely, at least do that for, a few weeks in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So who?
Wait. Go ahead.
No, just gonna read this. He says, I like Mark. He doesn't get in the way, and he really wants us to be great. Says, who is that fat boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no doubt that Mark Davis wants to win. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
I mean, my only beef with Mark Davis was how he did AP. Yeah, that was it. He didn't exercise patience with AP. I mean, I think he got robbed with Gruden 2.0 with that whole thing. It wasn't his fault though. You know what I mean? Because we were heading into the playoffs that season. Absolutely. And I think things would have gone differently if Gruden would have stayed. So we got robbed. It was almost another Tuck rule.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like Gruden is cursed with the Raiders, man. So outside of that, I don't have any problems at all with Mark Davis. You know what I mean? Like I say, I think he could just help himself by learning to how to do things and have a way. He needs, as an owner, Al Davis had a way. He did it his way until that way didn't work. And you know what I mean? we just need a new way. Omar, is that really your only beef? At least that I can think of at this moment. There could be more. There could be more. I reserve the right that if I remember more beefs with Mark Davis, I'll come back on another show.
That's funny.
That is too funny.
Well, we have seen Julian and I and Spicy have seen Mark Davis at the local 7-Eleven by the headquarters with his bodyguard, and he's nothing but nice. Took a photo, said come on over, shook hands, chatted for a minute. So he's very personable.
Nice.
Yep. Shows nothing but love. And that's great. That's great.
Arthur, where are we up with the
47?
Yeah, it looks like there was just a trade. Detroit and I think the Steelers made a trade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jermaine Bernard just went in, to the Steelers, I think.
Yeah, the Steelers and them, they traded, so yeah.
I think, wasn't he in on our top 30 visit? I think he came in. He was one of our top 30, wasn't he? Let's see here. Wide receiver. Yep. He was one of our top 30. I got to admit, that was the one thing that kind of shocked me about Boston, but maybe in that top 30 visit, whatever we discussed with Boston is why we passed on them too. So I guess, hey, that top 30 visit, could have, accentuated something that says, yeah, we might pass.
Right.
Especially for a guy who wasn't there. Stooks was not in on our top 30 visit. So,
and maybe, once again, it was one of those players they thought was going to be off the board, and they didn't even bring him in for that reason. So,
yeah. I saw him in a few mocks in the first round. So, but I think only 2 safeties went in the first round. I think only 2, right? I think it was Downs from Ohio State and then Thiemann from Oregon, I believe. Yeah, I think that was it for safety.
For safety, Thiemann, Downs, Cowboys and Bears. They went.
That was it. So
I'll throw this out there. This is moving along pretty fast. If both Lee Hunter and Surratt are on the board at 30 or at 67.
You had to go there. Okay, I have a question.
Colin.
Shit, dude. I you know what, dog? I gotta go defense.
Right.
I have to go. If that's his guy, you know what I mean? Like I say, if Lee Hunter's your guy, and like I say, and let's just say on the Omar board, it is a more important position. And I'm going to go Lee Hunter and see what I can grab at 91. You know what I mean? I would have to. I would just have to. Yep.
Mother Moon, what are you doing? Are you doing D tackle or are you doing wide receiver at 67 if they're both on the board?
I don't know. I'll go with defensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lee Hunter.
Yeah. Lee Hunter, defensive. He's a big guy. I've been talking about my big guys.
Oh, yeah.
So 6'3", I don't know, over 300. So
move for big man.
All right.
Yeah. Let's keep him.
Okay.
Let's get him. And
anybody
yourself
in the chat, same thing. I agree. I'm definitely going Lee Hunter.
Okay.
Once again, the two positions that I've really been pounding the table for months have been a rangy coverage free safety, which we just got. And then when we switch to the 3-4, I've been talking that we desperately have to have a big man in the middle. We need a nose tackle. So I agree with Omar. I'll take the nose tackle at 67, and then I'll roll the dice at 91 to see what receivers are out there or what else I can fill at 91. So.
Yep. I know. Can anyone see who's still available? Best available right now? Because we're coming up to what we're at 48 right now. So, I mean, we're only about 16 picks away.
The Falcons pick is in. I don't know where you are with them. Want to put your little graph up? That helped me out a little
Yeah,
bit.
Falcons went with Avion Terrell, cornerback out of Clemson.
Let me see.
Okay.
They went Terrell.
Okay.
48.
I gotta look. I'm looking. Who is best available?
Nice.
NFL draft. Let's see here.
Doesn't Terrell's brother already play for the Falcons? Doesn't AJ Terrell play for the Falcons also? I know Avion and AJ are brothers.
That would be crazy. I don't know offhand, but that would be great.
AJ Terrell is a Falcon, I thought. Could be wrong. I know he's in the NFL, and they're definitely brothers.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome. Make it easy for the family.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. AJ Terrell is still the Falcons defense.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
You have to buy one of those split jerseys
what position does the brother play? Is he a cornerback too?
I believe so.
His younger brother let's see. That could be a little rough there if it is. Oops, sorry.
I know he plays defense. But yeah, you had to buy one of those, like the St. Brown brothers. Parents have that split jersey of Amon-Ra and his brother, Umiquist or whatever his name is. They have kind of a split jersey, so you don't have to get a split jersey now. You just buy a Falcons jersey and throw Terrell on the back there.
Right? Oh, yeah. Well, whose number though?
Yeah, maybe you can split the numbers. Maybe you can split the numbers.
The number would be the difference. So
it's just one jersey. So
all right, let's see here. Hobo Raider says we had 67 next, right? Yep, we are. Pick 67. That's our next pick. Then we have 91. So let's see. Who is Fat Boy says that? He says the NFL hates us. Dang. Hey, you know what? The NFL needs us to be good. The NFL is better when the Raiders are good.
100%.
You know, so that's just a fact. The NFL is a better league when the Raiders are a good team. So
this is true.
Yep.
Fans are also better when the Raiders are better.
and I double down on that sentiment being a Raider fan.
Yes.
Now maybe at least when we go, we yell Raiders, somebody's going to yell back, you know?
Right.
Got to get back in that habit. Yeah.
Well, enough. My guy still hasn't been drafted, so maybe there's something going on with him that we don't know.
Who still haven't been drafted?
Warren is still. He's still.
Wow, he is falling that far. Yeah, something may be up, bro.
It's gotta be up.
That's your guy?
Something may be up. Now he played at Toledo, right?
Yeah.
And is there a level of competition that raises some question marks?
I wouldn't think so because the defensive back that Philly drafted 2 years ago, what's his name? The cornerback that's in Philly, he played at Toledo also.
So, yeah, and I guess the kid from San Diego State just got picked in the first round too. Right. So
yeah.
All right. So
Arthur, what's his first name?
What's the guy that's still on the board?
Warren.
Emmanuel.
Oh, is that who it is?
Yeah.
It says here that he was selected by New York Jets in the second round, pick 44.
The Jets took him at 40. Okay.
Okay. All right.
We must have missed it.
So he just went at 44. Wow, that's that's a slide.
It's a slide.
April got kidnapped. Oh no. April got kidnapped, says Omega. But AOC and being held hostage.
Yep. He heard her compliment Mendoza's suit. He jumped into the chats and was like, wait. She said something about Mendoza's suit. Oh, I'm done. Yep. I knew it. He felt that he was losing her.
April and AOC without her being on here to defend herself.
Oh. No, she'll be back with us on Monday night. She can defend. She'll defend herself just fine, I'm sure. Oh man.
So we have the Panthers with the pick in.
And 49. All right, man. We're getting closer. So we're 14 picks away for our third pick of the draft. So with still some good people on the board.
Oh yeah. A lot of talent still.
Yeah. Some good folks are on the board. So I need a list. Man.
Right.
So we know Surratt hasn't got picked yet. Has Malachi Fields got picked yet either?
No.
Has Hurst got picked yet either?
Hasn't been picked that I saw.
Oh, okay. All right. And Lee Hunter hasn't got picked. I don't think Big Citrus would get picked in the second round either. I didn't think he would get picked in the second round. So
right.
Yep.
Let's see here.
So we do have some highest rated players still available as we head into still for today, but as we head in for tomorrow. Harold Perkins, ring a bell?
Nope, Lee Hunter just went to the Panthers.
Yeah, I say Lee Hunter just came off.
Yeah, Lee Hunter's off the board. Yeah, he went to the Panthers.
Yeah.
Dang
it.
Dang it.
Yeah. I didn't really expect him to fall to us in the third, but anytime someone's dropping down the board like that, you keep your fingers.
You kind of hope they keep it going. Like, come on,
exactly.
slide a little further. Slide a little further.
That's it.
Well, we definitely know that Chris McClellan will probably be there tomorrow. I think he's like a 4th round pick. So who came in on our top 30. Big Citrus could possibly be there in the 3rd round. Yeah. So we'll see what we do. So wow. 1st round pick for they went trenches, man, on both picks. Wow. Yeah. Panthers and Houston. That's how you do it, man.
Let me see. Oh. So let's see with the chat. What's going on with the chat? Anybody want to call in and tell us how you feel about how the night's going? I'll get some callers back in here, get some chats. Oh.
Who is Fat Boy is a little upset because he wanted Lee Hunter, so he is not happy. I'm feeling your pain, bruh. I'm with you on that, man. I wanted Lee Hunter too, man. I mean, he is just like, damn it. Now it's Big Citrus or bust, man. I mean, because I kind of agree. I mean, even though we got Chris McClellan there, but I think he's a lot more developmental. I even thought it kind of fell off after Lee Hunter, but Big Citrus, just because he's a pure nose tackle, gave him, gives me some hope with him. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, we still got JJ Pegues on there, as a developmental nose tackle. So we'll see.
Say that name again.
JJ Pegues.
JJ Pegues.
Yeah, we drafted him 2 seasons ago? Was it 24? In 24 or last year? Yeah, he's one of them. Yeah, he's one. Yep, but so
liking that.
We'll see.
Oh, he was drafted in the 6th round last time.
But I think from our list again. Even from the list, if it isn't a defensive tackle that we pick here at 67, I think we could get a starter here. Yeah, I think we can have someone that's going to come in and definitely help our team immediately.
So looking at the list of 2nd round picks, I don't think McNeil Warren is off the board yet. I don't see him.
No,
off the board. No.
At 44, didn't you say he went at 44?
44. The Jets traded that to Derek Moore. Went at 44.
That's what my info had said, but
yeah, Derek Moore went at 44 to the Lions in a trade from the Jets, and then the Jets are now on the clock at 50. Yeah, I don't see him off the board yet. Interesting.
Double check here.
I'm just looking at ESPN, so.
So you mean he's still on the board?
He's still on the board.
Wow.
Oh, no wonder why we missed him.
Hey,
I've
mock drafted two safeties. I've mocked us drafting two safeties.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, how far is he going to drop? But we need to find out why, though. Something is definitely up.
Yeah, something's
If he makes it to the third round, was there an injury that we didn't know about? Something is definitely up with that kid dropping this far down. So,
yeah, Jamar McCoy is still on the board. We know why. He's still on the board. CJ Allen is still on the board.
Wow, really? Out of that linebacker from Georgia? Crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
now my question is, and because I haven't seen it, that I've seen, has there been another safety taken?
Let me look. I don't,
because it may not have been another safety taken yet at all.
No, there like I said, other than us taking Stukes, and they haven't listed as a corner. There's no other safety. No, they haven't. ESPN hasn't listed as a safety. No other safety come off the board. So just us taking Stukes is the only
right. And see, I think that's why we like Stukes, because some people have him as a cornerback, some people have him as a safety, and that's because he can play both. There's always Xavier Harris, 6'8", 330 pounds, played Ole Miss SEC competition, can play all across the board. Yeah, but here's the thing about him. He's got a domestic violence charge, and Mr. Mark Davis, he don't play that.
Nope, will not draft.
He does not play that. Like that is one of his 10 commandments. He needs to add to that list. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about crimes. I'm talking about just a way of doing things. But one way of doing things is we don't pick people who got domestic violence charges. And I believe Xavier Harris, I think he's had an incident in a car and domestic violence charge against him. So that's kind of
we don't want that, do we?
Yeah, that's the knock there. Look that up, someone. Make sure I'm accurate on that. But I do believe that's the knock.
Blitnikoff rule. They call it the Blitnikoff rule.
The Blitnikoff rule. No, not the rule. Am I right about Xavier?
About him having it. Yeah, about him having it.
Yeah, because I do believe that's the thing on him.
Yes.
Because other than that, I heard he's a mean, nasty tackle. And he's a big boy, so I wouldn't be mad. He's still got a lot of development to go, but I just think that Big Dave, I think that he may get kicked out by that rule, because I think he had some issues.
Let's see.
The Jets went Pons. D'Angelo Pons from Indiana, the cornerback.
Jets went D'Angelo Pons. He's a dog.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So you're right, Omar. Just on July 16th, 2023, Harris was arrested for multiple charges, including a DUI, reckless driving, being in a minor possession of, we'll just say, stuff. Not using his headlights and running a stop sign. He was arrested again in the 2024 on charges of domestic violence and obstructing justice.
Don't touch him.
So he's got a lot of little issues going on. You are correct.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because, I think I would have picked him up as my second defensive tackle, just because I thought, okay, here's my developmental one that I can pick in, a fifth round or something like that. And then I read that. I was like, no, never mind.
Yeah.
So,
okay, let's try someone else. Alpha Omega. Go ahead, Omar. What does he have to say to us?
Spytech better call Mike Mayock for advice on them hidden gems in the draft. He discovered Max, remember? Hey, I mean, we're gonna see. I don't think we've had a chance to see if Spytech has had any hidden gems yet. Last year was his first draft, and even one guy that I know we all have faith in, and Ashton Genty, we know didn't really get a chance with that line. If you look at all the offensive players, I mean, he took a lot of offense last year. We had Genty, we got Best, we got Thornton, we got Caleb Rogers, we got freaking what's the other offensive lineman we got? Charles Grant. We picked a quarterback that went on our practice squad that's now gone, that another team picked up. So we picked up a lot of offense. Yeah, we picked up, Tonka Hemingway is a guy that did look pretty good. And I think Tonka Hemingway, when we moved him to, it's not really a move, but from defensive tackle to 3-4 DN, I think that kid is going to, that's why I was like, when I was looking at DNs, I was like, I don't think we're going to need any. I think Laulu, I think Hemingway, I think the other two guys that played defensive tackle who are going to, in my opinion, was going to be great at DN, including Tyreek. Man, I think we're going to be great at defense. I think our pass rush in this 3-4 could be amazing. Yeah. Except now we don't have Lee Hunter. Yeah. Lee Hunter. We don't have, because that's all we need. That to me is the linchpin that could just, that's the first domino that could just make these, that could set it off. Because you think with a nose tackle, he's gonna push out that center and guard. He's gonna take a center and guard, either the left guard or the right guard. He's gonna two gap that. Two of them guys 100%. Are gonna come with him. And now somebody's going to eat. Whichever side that thing crashes down on, the other side is going to eat. Yep. You know what I mean? Coming out of the DN. And then don't think, Max Crosby and them and Kwity Paye or whoever there might be on that other side going to crash down on those ends and seal that off. So even if you check it down into a run. Oh, man. But we got to have a nose tackle, man. I think, can I start just praying for Lucky Tassi that I go back to the chant for Lucky Tassi, please develop as a great nose tackle for us, please, bro.
Only if you could say it 5 times fast.
Right? I mean, we need a USA. Is that what they call him? Big Brother and Samoan, Uso. Yeah. I might be messing it up. But, Uso, come on, man, we need you. Come on. Usus, yeah. So, should we put Lucky Tassi on the O line? Not if we can get him on the D line.
We can play him on the D line, yeah.
And I got to say this too, because it definitely would depend on, we're doing zone blocking. I remember I was talking about that because we kept seeing, who was that? Markel Bell or something like that from Miami, who's a big old 350-pound offensive tackle. And if we were doing the power scheme, just think of that as more of a man style versus zone, where you're going to block an area. So you got to be, pretty fast, a little quick on your feet there. And I think some of those smaller offensive tackles, let's just say closer to 300-pounders versus closer to 350-pounders. So I think right now with what we're doing, I think Tassi would be much better if he could develop as a defensive lineman. And I mean, I don't know, he could have quick feet, but he's a big dude. I think, what was he at, 350, 360?
Yeah, he's like 360.
He's a big, he's a big guy. Dude. Yeah, so I think with the, outside looking in, I would have to say that from us going to a zone blocking scheme, and now we're going to a 3-4 defense and a need of a nose tackle, I think he'd serve us better as a nose tackle on our defense than a lineman on the offense. So, yep. So, Alpha Omega, Uzi, yes, yeah. We need him on the we need that on the nose tackle spot, bro. Who is this? Bruce says, I like Lucky Tassi. Can we please? He's already on the team, Bruce. Lucky Tassi, man, we got him last year. He just, because he played rugby and he's on the international transfer, so we already got him. It's just because he didn't play football his whole life. You know what I mean? So therefore, the learning curve for the kid. But man, if we can get that big boy going, it'll be something great.
Have you guys ever played rugby? I mean, is it?
I've never.
A difference. I mean, I'm sure it is.
I don't. All I know about rugby is they be hitting with no pads, and I'm like, those got to be some tough dudes. Yep. Shoot. That's about all I know.
I just pulled him up. 6'6", 373 pounds. Is that right?
Yeah, right, man.
He's a big guy.
He's a big dude. He's a big guy, man. He's a big guy, and he's an athlete. Now we say it's a big guy, and that's why I hear Alvin Omega talking about putting him on the O line because he's a big guy, but he's an athlete. You got to think rugby guys. They run a lot. All of them do.
A lot.
They run a lot. So they are athletes. Don't get it twisted. But the skill, you know what I mean? The skill level to have never played football and then to jump in at the pro level, it's a learning curve, and things are moving fast. Things are moving so fast when you're playing.
22, so maybe he has some little bit of time to learn.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, the raw skill. I think there's another kid in this year's draft. I think he's from Africa somewhere. And he's a defensive tackle. This kid is 306 pounds, but he's 6% body fat.
Wow.
He's 6'4" or something like that. And he ran a 4.6. And he ran a 4.6.
Wow.
Freak.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are they feeding you over there? Like, and I think he's by way of, I'm gonna correct myself. He's from Africa, but I think he grew up in London. So I think he's one of them brothers with the London accent and all that good stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? And but African still hasn't played. Right. But hadn't played a lot of football. Sounds really smart. Like you're a scary dude. You're 6'4". You smart. You sound smart as shit, and you built like the Incredible Hulk.
And
don't talk to me, bro. Right. 4'6". Like, don't even talk to me, dude. I hate you. Okay, God damn it, I hate you. So yeah, I'm sure there's probably some more, and I don't know the lineup, the depth of offensive linemen in this draft, but I'm sure you're right, Omega. I'm sure there's got to be some more, just linemen period, linemen period, whether it's Simone or not. I would just, like I say, Lucky Tassi comes to mind because we got him. And I think he's tested the water on both offense and defense, and I don't know if they actually have found a home for him yet. So, like I say, we got him. So I think we're trying to figure out how.
Arthur, can you get me on track here? We're at the Colts.
We are at the Colts. Yep. So Brandon Cisse from South Carolina, the cornerback from South Carolina, was just drafted by Packers, and now we're up to the Colts.
Okay.
They had traded back with, I believe, the Steelers is who they traded with.
Okay.
Make sure of that.
I don't know who's up talking, but he's on one. Yeah, they have to start thinking quick now.
Yeah,
oops.
That should be.
That's okay. They'll be back.
He'll be back. But no, it should be, like I said, we're at pick 53. So, I mean, our first pick in the third round is just around the corner. There's still people that, positions of need that are falling to us. We talked about Surratt. We talked about Hurst. We talked about Big Citrus. So they're still on the board. It looks like the Colts just took linebacker C.J. Allen out of Georgia. So,
who's that speaking up there that introduced or mentioned it?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just on the ESPN app right now. So
okay.
I
didn't recognize that person. Yeah,
popping up on the ESPN app. So
these guys are really dressed down from yesterday.
Oh, I'm sure.
Does that always happen? Because I like check out the fits, but
sure.
They're definitely dressed down. They still got their bling on though.
Oh yeah.
Who knew college kids could have all that?
Yeah.
Speaking of outfits, did you guys, I think it was Peter Woods. Everybody in his draft party was wearing white. And he was the only one that had on a color outfit. Did you guys see that?
What color was it?
His outfit, I think it was it green? His outfit was green. Everybody else was white. Everybody in the draft, and they were all dressed. I mean, suits, and they were all dressed really nice, but everybody wore white. I was like,
the
dang,
whole family,
that's crazy. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking of? It was like the opposite of a wedding. Where
there was a lot of families I noticed that did that, because there was another family that all wore brown.
It was crazy.
Ruben Baines family. Ruben Baines wore the brown suit, and then his entire family were all dressed in brown. So I know a lot of families did that. They all went with one solid color, and it looked clean.
All right, and then the draftee wore a different one. He's the only one that wore something different. Like
he wore the same color too, and that
one.
Okay. He wore the chocolate brown suit, and then the whole family was all dressed in like chocolate brown suits or dresses and everything, and it was clean.
No, Peter Woods was the only one not in white. Yeah,
Yep.
Everybody else was in white. He was in green. I was like, it reminded me of a wedding where everybody wears something. Nobody wears white but the bride. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, oh, he's marrying the team. It's the reverse wedding.
Hey, the family looked clean in those white and all that white. So it was.
Yeah. I thought that was real cool. I thought that was cool, man. It's good to see them dress up, you know what I mean? Even at home, like I say, you know, to see them dress up at home, and you know, I was like, that's nice. Speaking of that, Mendoza and his family was dressed to a T. Everybody in suits and everything, dressed really nice.
Kids.
My only criticism, he was wearing blue. Come on, man. You knew you were going to the Raiders. You could have wore a black suit. Come on. You know what I mean? We're blue. It was navy blue. It was really dark navy blue, but still.
I noticed it. I noticed, and I thought the same thing, but I was going to leave the kid alone.
I was like, what are you, a politician? You running for office? You're a Raider. Come on.
Hey, that was his suit he had in the closet. You know he didn't go out and buy anything special. He's down to earth, right?
All right.
So let me take my church suit.
If that's the only bad thing I have to say about the kid, he must be awesome.
Yeah.
I think he was saving that silver suit for today's press conference because, like I said, he wore that silver suit at the press conference. So
she had a beautiful white dress when we got married. Nice, Bruce. Nice. That's awesome. Move to the Philippines. Hey, we got somebody backstage. Look, wait, we lost him, but it looks like Arthur's understudy is in the house.
Okay.
Arthur up in here teaching lessons, and he didn't even know he's teaching lessons.
Exactly.
What's up, Arthur's understudy?
Arthur's understudy. I'm going to let you take my place for a minute. I'm going to step out, but tell us what you want to tell us.
All right. Well, I got to be someone's understudy, and Arthur is getting some things right here. So
appreciate it.
I'm gonna be Arthur's understudy. So that's that, man. But I think we need to go offense for the rest of the way. That's my take on it. I know that's like a vague take, but I mean, I think we've shored up our defense as much as you can in an off season, right? And we still have a really questionable offense. So I think the rest of this needs to be offense all the way through, unless some really, really, really good defensive player slips through the cracks or something like that. But I feel like, that's my take for tonight, I guess. I don't know.
So no nose tackle, huh?
Man, we were not addressing offense barely at all. I mean, except for with Fernando, right?
Right.
So we only have 2 picks. So right now we're 50-50. 50 offense, 50 defense right now.
Yeah, but I'm including free agency in my thought process here, right? So
yeah. No.
So if we didn't really address offense too much in free agency, and we did address defense heavily, which I supported. I just think we just need to go offense here, like because we just picked up Stukes and everything like that. So I feel like we need to do something to help the offense at least be respectable this year. You see what I'm saying? So I'm thinking receivers. I'm just thinking offense, really.
Okay. Any particular position, or just dress that side of the ball, period?
Well, I mean, a couple more receivers would be obviously a pretty good thing. Another backup tight end, possibly, if if Bowers goes down, which is always possible with him. And so, and I mean, even another lineman, even another like O-line prospect. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, any of those I would be happy with. As far as running backs, I don't know. Like, I don't even know who to select.
I think that's going to be addressed tomorrow, probably 5th or 6th round tomorrow, or even 4th. So I think we will be drafting a running back. I 100% believe we're drafting a running back. I think it's going to be either the 4th or the 5th.
Oh yeah. Yep. I don't know if we're going to dedicate everything to offense, but I do think we're going to pick up several. I mean, right now you got to think we still got 8 picks between the 2 we got today and then 6 tomorrow. We got
more picks than anybody else, right?
Yeah, no, there's a couple of teams that had a couple more picks than us, but we still have a lot. We had 10, and even though with this trade we still got 10, we just now basically moved one out of the 4th round up into the 3rd round with that trade that we did. So, but yeah, no, I think we definitely see some offense happen, but I do think we could still see some more defense as well, though.
Are you guys happy with Stooks?
Yeah. I'm not mad. I'm not mad
at it. Obviously, it's the position that I wanted. I'm just concerned that, well, not concerned. I'm hoping, and like I said, there's something going on with my guy, Emmanuel McNeil Warren, because he's just dropping so far down the board. It's just weird to me. So there's got to be something that is going to come out later on. But if there's no health concerns there, I don't want it to turn into like a Luther Burden, Jack Bech type of situation like last year.
Well, sometimes people just drop because they drop. Look what happened to Aaron Rodgers. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody expected him to be like, what is he, the last pick in the 1st round or the 1st pick in the 2nd round or something? He ended up being
20s, 24, 25. But it's just it's just weird to me. It's one of those things where, like I said, in hindsight's always 2020, of course. But I mean, when you look at the Jack Bech and like I said, I completely agree. We haven't even seen what Bech is yet. We haven't got any, what I think we're going to get out of him. But we took him over Luther Burden last year, and we've seen what Luther Burden can be and what he is about. So I just don't want to be one of those situations where we kind of overthink the pick.
Overthought it, yeah.
Yeah, it became one of those things where it's like, we love Jack Bech because of everything, but let's not overthink it. Let's, sometimes the best player available at the position you're looking for is the best player available at the position you're looking for. So
that is true. And because I think the only thing I heard more with Stooks is that he was more of the tweener.
Right.
Just like you always see him. Sometimes people have him at cornerback, some people have him as a safety. So
yeah, he can do both.
I think maybe that if that's what edged him, that gave him the edge over Warren, that could have been just it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he can do the slot stuff and he can do the deep stuff, and that you know what I'm saying? Like he's an all around type of dude.
And he's quick, he's faster. I think Warren was 4.5. Well, and look, you're splitting hair in what counter seconds. Well, he was a 4.5. He was a 4.3.
He's 4.3. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys know that I wanted Chris Johnson, but I'm sorry. Yeah, Chris Johnson is his name, right? I'm forgetting his first name from San Diego State.
Yeah, San Diego State, the cornerback.
Yeah,
cornerback. Mm-hmm.
But if we can't get him, this is probably the next best thing as far as corners go, as far as I can,
You think?
I don't know every college player, but from what I do know, I mean, if we can't get Chris Johnson, this is probably like the best guy we can get.
Right. Yeah. But, and like I said, I love the trade. I love the trade back at the 38 and adding another pick in the 3rd round. I said at the beginning of the show that I wanted the Raiders to make 3 picks today, whether it was 2 in the 2nd and 1 in the 3rd, or 2 in the 3rd, and we have 2 3rd round picks now. So I love the trade back. I loved everything that went into it. I just don't want it to be one of those situations where, like I said, it's something that we overthink. But like I said, he's falling down the draft board. And I mean, I don't know if it's just other teams have other needs right now and they don't need a safety, but I mean, have a 1st round grade on a guy for him to be falling.
I think
the 2nd round it's a little weird.
I think some degree of injury reporting would have been out on him by now, don't you think?
I agree. Yeah, I 100%. I said I haven't been listening to any coverage of the draft. I just kind of had the ESPN app up on my phone. Pop up. So I don't know. I haven't heard anything, and like I said, it's something I'll research tonight and maybe do a short or something on tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, it's not, like I said, it was a position of need for me. It was definitely a position of need. You watch the show. I've talked about it for months. They needed someone, and you even said it. We both agreed that we need someone in that back end of that secondary. He can play that free safety position, which is what I've been wanting. Kind of a ball hawking guy that can do it. So yeah, I'm not upset with the position pick. I'm just one of those things where, I had somebody else and I thought somebody else was going to fall that would have never fallen out of the 1st round, fell to us at 38. And I thought that could have been the pick.
Short of the player, you got exactly what you wanted, because you wanted 3 picks today. You like, hey, I want 3 picks today. I want the safety right here. Yes. Only thing you just didn't get your guy. You know what I mean? And I know. And you don't want to be here next year saying, shit, we should have got Warren like I wanted to. Or, it'd be much better to say, damn, I see why they got Stoops.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like, for the reason.
And it's not that Warren is going to be a bad player, but hopefully Stoops will be a better player for the Raiders. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get up in a second, but I just want to. You guys know you have new nicknames, right? You're Omar the Great, right? Arthur the Unstoppable, and then Awesome Sauce April.
Nice.
And Spicy already has one, so I'm not going to get her. And obviously, you can't really beat Mother Moon as a nickname, so I'm not going to give her one either. But
I dig it.
You guys have God-like, warrior-like, Zeus-like names now, so
I love it.
Enjoy them. But hey, thanks for letting me call in, guys. And
for sure, man.
Like I said, I usually am bored to death by drafts and mock drafts and all that, but you guys are making it tolerable tonight. So y'all are doing an awesome job tonight, man. So that's what I got for you.
Appreciate awesome, brother, man. Glad you joined us. See you soon.
Yep.
All righty. Yes, sir.
From Hobo Raider.
Yeah, man. He is an awesome regular on the show. So definitely always appreciate his input.
More than happy to give him the full screen there.
Yeah. And I would not be mad if he got his wish, like I say. And I was talking about it earlier, Moon, before you jumped on, that I was listening to Daniel Jeremiah, talk about what he would do heading into today in the draft. And he was saying that, think of it like this. If at the end of the season, we're at 500, would you rather think, oh, I just need a piece or two on my defense, or you still have questions at quarterback? And he was saying, because I would make sure that offense has everything they need in this draft. So I thought about that. I was like, that's a good point. You know what I mean? As a strategy to say, okay, let's make sure all our holes is filled. And go into this season making sure that the quarterback has everything he needs, so that when we do evaluate, if we only get to 500, we know what, you know what I mean? It'll illuminate what the issue is, defense, and hopefully it won't be the quarterback. So it's still not too late, even though we got Stoops. It is not too late. We know there's still some receiving talent there. There's some lineman talent still there in this draft. So, there could be a Max Crosby of the offensive line in the fourth round.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
In the fourth round. Who is he? 100%. I have no idea.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, like we said, diamond in the rough. There's someone out there.
But if he manifests, you heard it here first. So
good.
So I think I think Alpha and Omega had mentioned one guy, and I don't know if he's off the board yet, but Jennings Dunker could be a Raider. I think this is one of Spicy's picks in her mock draft, I believe. Yeah. I believe she had Jennings Dunker.
Absolutely, she did.
And because this is my guy with the mullet, right? This is my guy with the mullet, right?
Yeah. That big redheaded mullet too.
Is he still on the board?
He's still on the board.
He is still on the board. All right. So you're saying we got a chance?
Yeah, we got a chance. Yeah, we're about 10
I'm sure he'll be happy for that.
So.
Yeah.
I hope he never cuts his hair. Right?
Oh yeah, never cut it. Yeah. Yeah, let that lettuce flow.
Everybody, if he becomes a Raider, everyone's gonna sport a mullet.
Yeah.
It's funny too to see these kids come in as rookies, and then you think Max Crosby, he's my favorite to pick on, and how he transformed from the clean cut kid that we drafted to the fully tattooed guy, you know what I mean, now with a beard, you know what I'm saying? So it's, we'll see how these guys, develop.
Well, like I mentioned last night, I think I mentioned it last night, that the question was posed to Fernando. Would you ever get a tattoo now that you're coming to the Raiders? Because, you got to have a tattoo. And he did say if he would consider it. He would tattoo a cross on one of his ribs, right? And he kind of smiled about it. But then followed with, I will have to ask my mom's opinion on that. And I just thought that was just so sweet. So but to have a cross on a rib, he's thought about it. It's biblical. So
but
he just might.
Defense with the whole mom thing. I mean, in the Latin culture, that's part of our tradition. The moms don't want us getting tattoos. So,
right.
Having a Mexican mom myself, I understand that. And, they don't always like the tattoo things. They don't want you, putting that stuff on your body. I have a suegra who's the same way, that doesn't want any of her kids or my nieces and nephews to get tattoos. She wasn't about it. So, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I just thought
Did I just say that McNeil Warren was still available in Mel Kiper's best available? Still, he's still available.
Yeah,
and McCoy is still available, and Pregnon is still available. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I did not think Pregnon would get this far. And I don't know if there's been another guard taken since Besantes earlier in the second round. So crazy. I can't wait to see this list of picks. Because this is crazy that, like I say, I understand McCoy because of the injury,
right?
But I didn't think that he would make it this far. He's about to make it into the third round.
Yeah.
To answer Bruce Davis 6244, what college did Mullet Man play at? It was Iowa.
I think it was Iowa.
Hawkeyes. Yeah. Yep. Why do they Iowa Hawkeyes have a lot of mullet people out there? Or?
They just have big offensive linemen. So
he could do anything.
Oh yeah, that's where Tyler Linderbaum played. So yeah, they got those big boys on the offensive line.
Okay. We have just a little note here. We might be expecting a guest on soon. So if we do, we'll bring him on.
Bears just took Logan Jones, center, Iowa.
Oh my.
Yeah, I must say, and like I say, I don't know how many linemen has been taken, but it doesn't seem like there's been a lot of linemen in the second round. And I thought there was still some pretty good talent left. And seeing Pregnon there, definitely there's some talent left because he was a good guard for Oregon. So, yeah. I mean, they showed that kid. That was the one I was talking about last night, squatting almost 700 pounds.
Yeah. And looking mean.
I'm like I thought I was dope when I did, when I hit three plates. I'm thinking, no. And I definitely can't hit 3 plates now. So that was like my best back when I was younger.
Oh, come on now.
Oh man, them 50s hit you.
Yeah.
The 49ers traded their pick to the Browns.
They've been trading back a lot.
Yeah, they have. They probably didn't have a lot of picks, so they want some more. Right. Give me the picks. All right. Do we have someone backstage, or is there testing their? Are they ready or no?
No. We do, but we're going to wait for the okay.
Oh, okay. Yep. Looks like we lost them. So yeah, they're trying to
just doing a little testing back there.
Test.
Oh, okay. All righty.
But we're getting closer. We're at pick 59, so we're getting third round. Raiders pick.
And someone is saying McNeil Warren just went. So, you just went to the Browns.
The Browns.
Wow.
Okay, they traded up and got him.
58.
That is absolutely wild.
58. Wow. The draft gods must be smiling upon the Browns. They haven't done too bad. I don't think they've done too bad,
No, not at all.
Yeah. So, because they got, I think they picked up Mawanoa, and then they also picked up KC, and they picked up Boston. So
they got Fanu.
Yeah. Oh, Fanu. It wasn't Mawanoa. Okay, it was Fanu. Okay. Yeah, very good. Yep, they just showed it. You're right. They got Fanu, and now they just picked up a center fielder, man.
Yeah.
Oh, look at.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, just to see these guys just have all this emotion that they've just probably been holding on since they were children. One day I'm going to make it to the NFL.
Right.
And just to see that emotion, I just love it.
I have not had a dream to play in the NFL, but if I even won the lotto, I'm crying. Okay, anything that's gonna, I don't care whatever happened to me. I get a job that's paying me millions of dollars. I'm crying. It's gonna be the happiest day of my life. Like, oh my God, I dreamed of this day. Okay, I didn't dream of this day, but hell, I'm crying. Shoot, I'm saying it publicly.
I'm definitely a crier. I cry when I get little gifts from my little guy. I cry before I get on a roller coaster. I'm just telling you, I'm just all over the place. Facts.
Well, there's some tight ends coming off the board here in the second round. Looks like
some tight ends.
Yeah, the Texans just took a tight end.
Oh, okay. Yep, Marlon Klein, Michigan. I wonder, are we going to get that fullback from Michigan? What, Max? What was his name? I wonder if we're going to, because we only got one fullback right now, I believe, on our team that we got from the Steelers. So I'm wondering if he's going to be undrafted free agent as well. But because I haven't heard a lot about any fullbacks, and he played both. He played tight end and fullback. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking that would be a great fit for us. So I'm wondering if he'll be like a 7th round pick. And I thought about it when I did my mock to grab him, but I was like, at this point, he may be an undrafted free agent, but that'll be something we'll see when it's all said and done. Look at that. Bruce says, we all dream of millions of dollars, right? Oh, man.
Facts. Well, we're going through these pretty quickly. So I think tonight seems to be going pretty smooth with the 8-minute, right? Like I was saying earlier.
No, this is less. I think they get less. Isn't it 6
right.
minutes
You're
here?
right.
Yeah, it's not 8. 8 was the first round. So I think second round is a little bit, and then it's definitely less even tomorrow. So
but it seems like they have plenty of time. But you're right. Yesterday seemed a little rushed to me. Tonight seems like they're getting all the commercials in.
Mm-hmm.
But you're absolutely correct.
Yeah. Titans pick is in.
What are we talking about?
The more I see these kids, the more it makes me, look forward to the season. Like, oh man, you know what I mean? And of course, I think for us, we get to measure now. I think we'll now get a good measuring stick on Spy Tech.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And the
I
scouting
think
department.
Yeah. So, because I know you're going to be looking at Stoops with a microscope.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm looking at all of our draft picks with a microscope, but yeah, it's going to be one of those things where I'm definitely going to keep an eye on, on EMW and see how things go. Because, I mean, let's face it, it's the Browns, but they're building a little something over there. They drafted Carson Schlesinger last year, who was the defensive rookie of the year, and they got Judkins in the second round. I mean, the Browns they actually get some decent quarterback play, and they might be able to put it together.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of them, who's going to win? Deshaun or Shador? Who's going to win the battle?
I mean, talent-wise, it should be Deshaun, but I mean, I don't know. It's like they're going to give Shador every chance in the world to win that battle, though. That's for sure.
Yep.
So it looks like the Titans went defense. Took linebacker Anthony Hill Jr. out of Texas.
Okay.
Switched the Rams on the clock. So.
Oh yeah, is this their final? Is this their second pick finally?
Yeah, it's getting closer. We're rounding the bend, getting ready to pick 67, and so
they're like us. picked the quarterback in the first round, and
yeah. So,
but there's still, there's definitely still some folks in there. If they're looking for a receiver, see, I thought, well, they do have a cornerback. They grabbed a cornerback with some draft picks from Kansas City, so we'll see. It's going to be interesting to see what the Rams pick next.
Alpha Omega, the Titans just took Anthony Hill, so he's not available anymore. They just
he bursted his bubble.
Yeah, pick 60. Anthony Hill just came off the board.
Arthur's going to keep us updated as we go along. Oops. Who are you thinking that we should throw around a little bit? Oops.
I think every receiver right now, every receiver that we've named outside of and which we really haven't talked about him. What is this kid's name? Jermaine Bernard, because I think he's off the board, but I do believe that Ted Hurst, Chris Bell, and Surratt is still on the board. So
three still available. And Big Citrus.
Big Citrus is still available. So yep. So right now, at least the folks that we think that
I agree. Who is Fat Boy? Big Citrus. I agree. 67. Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
It's like anticipation. Come on, let's do this already. The pick is in for the Rams. Did you just say that?
I said the Titans. I haven't got the Rams pick yet.
What are the Rams? Okay.
Denver finally picks next. This is their first pick in the draft, so we definitely don't.
The Rams took Max Clare out of Ohio State.
Wow, they got a tight end. See, I was wondering why they didn't get the tight end from Oregon.
Right,
he was there. I was like, really? Agreed. I thought they may have needed a tight end. I don't keep up with the Rams too much, but I was like, really? You pass up on Sadiq?
That's what I'm saying. Imagine that with Puka, Sadiq and Adams. Yeah, Devontae.
Right. Oh my God.
That'd be nasty. And then you still have the backfield. I mean, you got Williams and the other kid there, running the ball. Ew, man, it'd have been crazy.
I'm like, they probably could have traded this pick and another one and came and got their quarterback. They could have traded with Seattle or something and got that quarterback. So, like I say, if I was a Rams fan, and I would have definitely wanted that in reverse, because I don't know the drop off between Max Clare and Kenyon Sadiq, but there is one.
Yes. This
How
kid,
big?
Well, considering he's the fifth tight end off the board.
Okay.
First, and then there's already 3 tight ends ahead of him in this round.
Right. All right. And I think Sadiq was the only first round graded tight end, I believe. Yes. So hey, but we'll see. I mean, like I said, they're already, I think they got a lot better before the draft. When they got that cornerback, that made them a lot better. And they probably know that, that's why they were able to get Ty Simpson. You know what I mean? I think something else got to be up. We were just talking about how many quarterbacks are going to be in the draft next year. A lot. The quarterback class next year is going to be much better than the quarterback class this year. I still think I have no doubts about Mendoza. No. But if I'm a team that didn't need one right now, I wouldn't have tripped unless Matthew Stafford told them, if we win, I'm retiring. And now you're like, well, okay. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
do we have some trade going on?
Yeah, it looks like the Broncos traded with the Bills.
Oh, wow. They traded back. They wanted more picks. They're like, we need more picks.
Right.
Who are the Bills about to take?
But I just saw that they traded back. The Bills are showing on the clock on the ESPN app. So
I want the Bills are going to take a receiver here. Hey, we're at 62. We're coming.
Yeah, no, well, we're right around the bend, so
They're right here. We're
Stay alive, guys. Stay alive. We're almost there.
The mystery will be over, right?
yeah.
The mystery will be over. So they need linebacker, wide receiver. What else did they say? Mel's best available. Emmanuel Pregnon is one. Oh, yeah. Jennings Dunker is number 3. So there's 2 linemen right there in the top 5 best available. Oh no, and Connor Lewis center. So
yeah, Jermon McCoy on the board. So
wow, they got Mel has Chris McClellan over Dominique Orange.
Wow. Okay. Well,
I was like, wow, really? And remember, McClellan was in for a top 30. So,
yep.
So Bills, what did it? The Bills, who did they pick? Someone says Bills got a defensive tackle, so I'm good. Okay.
Yeah.
Who did they get? Which defensive tackle?
Yeah, let us know. You're ahead of us.
Yeah, they took DJ Parker. That's an edge. So,
yeah. But are they going defense again?
Well, we were hoping to get some backstage company, but it looks like we're having some delay. So we're just going to continue to get some backstage people. So if you want to click on that link and come on and speak with us for a little bit, please do.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I noticed a lot of folks in the chat was not too upset with the Stooks pick. I mean, I think we had, 1 or 2 folks that were like, dang it, and that's because, they were hoping for a defensive tackle.
Right.
So, yeah.
No, pretty mellow.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Last year, I think everybody was in an uproar.
Yeah, I think too, because of how well Spytech did this offseason, he's getting a lot of credit with us. You know what I mean? I think that got him a lot of credit. Like, I can't really grade him on last year's draft outside if he didn't do anything that I didn't like. You know what I mean? I wanted Genty. We got Genty. You know what I mean? And with what we saw, like I say, even Genty didn't have a chance to put on his best, you know what I mean, to put out his best work. So I'm not going to hold that against any of these guys. So, yeah, let's see here. Bruce says, I wanted Chris Johnson. Oh, I didn't like that pick. Okay, but Chris Johnson was gone. He was in the first round. Yeah, he was gone in the first round. It was, we didn't have a chance to get him unless we would have jumped up in the first round. So, yep. And that has not seemed to be something that, Spytech does. He seems to trade. Right now, I got to say, he's way more likely to trade down than to trade up.
Right.
Yeah, he loves them picks.
Well, right now, Omar, we do have one guest coming back right now. We are waiting on another, but if you want to go ahead and let him in.
That's Rafa. What's up? We lost you there.
Oh.
Yeah, look, well, he's losing. Hello? Looks like you're still having some connection issues. Hello? All right, well, let him work out his connection issues, and we'll come back to him in a little while. Yeah. We got. So let's see here.
Please say that name for me. For the Bills, Davison Igbinosun.
Igbinosun.
Yeah. I'll take that. Oh, here we go. We have a little special backstage. Omar, let me interrupt you. We do have someone coming on the road. There we go.
Oh. No, you. There we go.
Thank you.
Here, I'll maximize.